step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. And I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso on S3. It is great to have you along for the ride till 9 a.m. So whatever you're doing, I'm just going to tell you that we finally reached halfway. Cue the Bon Jovi, because it's going to be one of those incredible weeks this week. And I can tell you we're finally launching the finale of the Golden Cloud Bake Off. We get to find out which of the duos go through to the next round and one step closer to the grand prize with 50,000 Rand. Yes, I said it. It's that amount. 50,000 Rand, half a tank of petrol. I'm kidding, it's a lot of money. On another note, we got new animations at the box office. JP joins us to get excited about DC League of Super Pets and Paws of Fury. And to further the excitement, we've also brought along our very own super dogs as well. 3 sniffer dogs from the Cape Town Metro Police joining us in studio today. So we've got a show that's going to cover entire entertainment pieces, from animals to humans that are basically specimens like animals. In fact, talking about those, these 2 muscular men will tell you exactly what we need from you on social media. Here's Ryle and Graham.
Thank you. I did.
I went with the animal, man.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I was just sucking in my gut, really. That's all I could muscle it. No, I did. Thank you, Carl, for noticing that I wore a shirt that was 2 sizes too small this morning.
That's looking good on you, man. You're looking good,
No, we're feeling good this morning. We've got the sniffer dogs here. We love the police down in Cape Town. They're doing an incredible job, and we're going to meet the team on 4 legs.
Yeah.
Equally important job. Really cool. But lest we forget, it's Christmas in July.
Christmas
in August.
Time,
and we
Christmas time.
We absolutely love it.
It's enough to get me a shimmy shake and, of course, get nostalgic about all the memories that comes with it, man.
Oh, buddy, you're going to be doing a lot of shimmying throughout the day. I'm going to become a game show host today. I absolutely love it. And yes, at the end of this week, someone is going to be 50 grand richer in terms of that prize that they're going to win. But it's inspired us this morning, and hopefully it will you as well. We want to know from you, in this Christmas in July celebration on the Expresso show, what's your family's best Christmas bake?
I'm just thinking of that slow roasted chicken, those beautiful crispy potatoes, carrots on the side. I'm back at Christmas in July, baby.
And stuffing. There's got to be stuffing. But we want to see it from your side, and we're going to be seeing some amazing creations emerging today throughout the show, so stick around for that. But you can let us know. Send us a pic, maybe drop us a voice note. Let us know what your favourite traditional Christmas bake is. And you can WhatsApp it on 063-408-8863. Send us a voice note, send us a pic, send us a video, send us some love. That's all we require.
Send some love, people. We'll see you soon. Official duties must commence now. The beautiful Jamie Lee Domberg is standing by with all the latest. Cheers.
Good morning, South Africa. Time to get you up to speed with what's happening in and around the world, starting on the national front this morning. Now, Eskom yesterday warned it may have to implement stage 2 load shedding at short notice. The embattled power utility said there was a risk of power cuts for the rest of the week. Now, this as there had been a delay in returning a generation unit to service at Arno, Kusile and the Koeberg power stations. There was also a failure of a generation unit each at Medupi, Hendrina, Camden and 2 units at Majuba Power Station, which have exacerbated the capacity constraints. Then staying on the local front, President Cyril Ramaphosa is leaving for Botswana tomorrow on a working visit to the country to lead talks at a high-level South Africa-Botswana business roundtable. The meeting will draw government and business leaders from both countries and identify a package of concrete actions to create a conducive environment to strengthen business-to-business linkages and support the African Continental Free Trade Area. South Africa is Botswana's #1 source of imports. Botswana is ranked as South Africa's 7th largest export market. Then looking to news on the international front, special envoys from the European Union and the US have arrived in the northern Ethiopian city of Mekelle, capital of the embattled Tigray region. And this is part of international efforts to see a peaceful resolution to a 21-month-old civil war. Now, this is the envoy's first joint mission to the city, and it comes amid encouraging signs of possible peace talks between the federal government and Tigrayan forces. Most of Tigray has been without basic services for more than a year. Then Brazilian twins who were joined at the head have been successfully separated with the help of virtual reality. 3-year-olds Bernardo and Arthur Lima underwent surgeries in Rio de Janeiro with direction from Great Ormond Street Hospital in London. Now, it was described by lead surgeon Noor Gilani as, and I quote, space-age stuff. Gilani said it was one of the most complex separation processes ever completed. This as surgeons in separate countries wore headsets and operated in the same virtual reality room together for the very first time. Then finally, Caleb Bediako has been announced as the Senior Instrumental Grand Champion of the World, as well as overall Senior Grand Champion of the World at the 2022 World Championships of Performing Arts held in Los Angeles in the US. Caleb is in matric at St. Albans College in Pretoria, and he's a talented musician who plays multiple instruments. It's these varied skills that have earned him the championship title in the performing arts. Now, he set off for Los Angeles in the hopes of making his dream come true, and he did it in splendid fashion indeed. The championship is considered the talent Olympics of the world, where people from over 70 countries come together to compete for the title of best performer. Think along the lines of America's Got Talent, but on a global scale and for a championship title. The talented artists that go head to head include singers, musicians, actors, models, and variety artists. Now, Caleb outperformed them all to bag the title, and Caleb Bediako is officially the best performer in the world. And we are claiming him here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But that being said, that is where I leave your 6 o'clock news headlines. It's time to have a first look at the sports. Here's Graham.
After that championship-winning moment in the news, let's continue on that tip right now with the Commonwealth Games. And 19-year-old sensation Laura van Niekerk has now claimed her second Commonwealth Games gold medal as she produced a stunning win in the women's 100-metre breaststroke yesterday. Van Niekerk clocking a time of 1 minute 5.47 seconds as compatriot Tatjana Schoenmaker completed an impressive 1-2 for Team SA, claiming the silver medal there as well. Then Peter Kutza, he won his third medal of the Games after taking bronze in the 200-metre backstroke. And then he adds to the gold from the 100-metre backstroke and that silver from the 50-metre backstroke earlier in the week. Then outside of the pool and the women's lawn bowls falls consisting of Joanna Snyman, Esme Kriya, Bridget Kalitz and Tabela Movango claiming silver there as well. Then on to rugby news. Plenty to get excited about all over again as Springbok coach Jacques Ninama has now made 3 changes to his starting team that ran out for their final test against Wales successfully. Now for their opening rugby championship fixture against our oldest foes, New Zealand, in Nelspruit this coming Saturday. So Malcolm Marx, he'll earn his 50th test cap when he runs out at hooker in place of Bongi Mbonambi. Faf de Klerk, he comes in at scrum half in a rotational switch with Jaden Hendrickse. Then the only injury-enforced change is out in the right wing, where Kirtley Arendse will earn his second test cap in place of Cheslin Colby, who of course is still recovering from that broken jaw. Then on to cricket news. Pace bowler Ollie Robinson has been recalled to the England squad for the first 2 tests against South Africa. The 28-year-old has not played a test since the final match of the Ashes series in January. Robinson comes in for fellow seamer Jamie Overton, who's been ruled out with hand and foot injuries sustained playing for Surrey. And the only other change for the squad, from that squad that beat India in July, is the omission of wicketkeeper Sam Billings, with Ben Foakes fit to return behind the stumps. That first test in the 3-match series begins at Lords on Wednesday, the 17th of August. Then on to Formula One, and a story that has shifted gears, excuse the pun, over this week. So Oscar Piastri says he will not be replacing Fernando Alonso at Alpine next season. That's after the team said he would. Now, Alpine announced on Tuesday afternoon that the 21-year-old would race, quote, in line with the commitments made by the team to the young Australian. But Piastri then tweeted that he had, quote, not signed a contract with Alpine for 2023 and will not be driving for them next year. And he said the announcement was wrong and had come without his agreement. So we'll certainly watch that space, but that's where we leave our sport for this hour at least. Let's get you prepped on the weather front.
Thanks a lot, G. Let's take a peek at the weather for the day. And let me start you off with some environmental stories. In fact, this one's got razor-sharp teeth. In a bid to protect the endangered Komodo dragons of Indonesia, visitors will be charged 4,300 Rand to visit the main islands in Komodo National Park. Up from 225 Rand before, believe it or not. The government hopes to limit visitor numbers and protect the endangered lizards from overexposure to humans. But this has led Indonesian tourism workers to go on strike. Local workers say it will scare off tourists completely, causing their income to dry up. Indonesia is home to around 3,300 rare Komodo dragons. The world's largest lizard has razor-sharp teeth, a venomous bite, and grows to a length of some 3 meters. Their unique dinosaur-like appearance attracts busloads of tourists from all over the world to see the endangered species in the flesh. The local government hopes that the raised ticket prices will reduce the number of tourists, helping to return the islands to their rightful owner, the dragons. Now, from endangered species, we head on over to take a first peek at our sunrise views. We love these. First up this morning, waking us up is Avina Barnes, showcasing this beautiful overcast cloudy sky and the sun peeking through from her home out in Kariga. Thank you for that. And then Eileen sent us this one of a clear purple and yellow sky with the silhouetted branches out in Somerset West. Shireen Erasmus, good morning to you, sharing this cloudy morning with the sun lighting up the morning out in Galvindale, Qabecha. And then, of course, Jeannie Dawadith sent this one from Bombay Heights, Peter Maritzburg. What a beautiful morning with the sky filled with pastel colors. Emil Jones, one of our regulars, sent this one from Buccleuch, Johannesburg. Look at this beautiful shot of the greenery and the clouds this morning. What a shot. Keep it coming. You're amazing, by the way. Please send some more sunrise images to all of us here at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. 063-408-8863. We'd love to see how you start your morning and from where. Talking about where, let's find out those temperatures from across South Africa. Starting off in Polokwane, good morning to you. 8 is your minimum. You rise steadily to 90 degrees Celsius this afternoon. Bombela, 11 is how you start your day. 25 later. Pretoria, you can expect 9 degrees Celsius up to 19. Johannesburg, please expect some rain if it's not raining already. 8 rising to just 15 degrees Celsius. Maya King, a 72% chance of rain for you, 10 to 19. Klerksdorp, a 9 to 18, a 100% chance of precipitation for you. Kimberley, shining bright like a diamond as always, 18 the max from a low of 8. Bloemfontein, 6 jumping to 16 degrees Celsius. Richards Bay, 15 to 24 today. Peter Maritzburg, a 25-degree high. Nice and warm for you, 10 is your minimum. And then Durban, 16 rising to 24. Mthatha, you can also expect 24 degrees Celsius as your max from a low of 9. East London, you top at 25 from a low of 15. Cradock, you can expect 7 as you wake this morning. 19 is how you thaw out. Qabecha, you've got 13 to 23. George, 10 rising to 20. Cape Town, it looks like a nice chill day. 18 degrees Celsius from a low of 11. Worcester, 6 up to 20 with a 55% chance of rain. Sutherland, 4 to 14. And then Uppington, 8 rising to 23 degrees Celsius. That's it for your weather and temperatures for now, as well as your environmental news. Another update for you in 1 hour. But let's take a peek at what else you can expect on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning.
Yes, Mzansi, so much magic coming at you right now this morning especially. We've got some four-legged enthusiasts entering the building, and both Jamie and I are going to be entertained as well as diving into something special. I'm going to be working out with some four-legged friends, so this might give you some insight into how to maybe have some fun with your pet at home, and I know this is going to be a challenge, so come join in for that.
Here's the thing, it's bring your dog to work day, so get your dogs out of bed right now. If they want to join in on the fun, then bring them right here. But we have more magic coming after this. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and when you hear that little intro, you know we're chatting movies. Now, something that released just last Friday is a movie that showcases something so beautiful. Because you know the superheroes, but do you know their pets? Let's take a look.
What kind of pets will your favorite superheroes have?
Wake up, buddy. It is walk o'clock.
This idea has never been done, which is pretty remarkable considering the genre of superheroes.
And I'm up.
One of the facets that I do love about this story is the relationship between Crypto and Ace, played by Kevin Hart.
Oh, man, that hurt.
Yes, and that hurt me as well, due to the fact that I feel pain as any ordinary canine would.
You ain't normal, man.
It's honestly not too dissimilar to the relationship that I actually have with Kevin. So you can feel that authenticity in our relationship off screen, but then also on screen.
Ace, deploy canine shield.
What is a canine?
Evade! Excellent shielding. That seemed incredibly painful.
Why couldn't I have gotten a magic hammer or something?
Fun for the entire family to unpack. We've got JP Sebastian on the couch to let you know exactly what this DC League of Super Pets is all about.
Oh, geez, I have to be the aficionado, the know-it-all
Yes.
on comics, me.
Do it.
Well, surprise, surprise, JP has a little bit of trivia. So Crypto the dog, voiced there by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes.
I know that he's named The Rock. Very clever. I said
Well
his
done.
full name for whatever reason. 1955 is when he first makes his appearance in Super Comics, alongside Superboy before he was Superman. So this is canon, I suppose, K9. If you, I'm sorry, I'm the worst. These are not necessarily playing into the same universe, obviously, as the DC movies, but they definitely are official DC stories. I'm just peeved that there's no chimp involved in this. Why? There originally was a chimp. There was a super chimp, and there's no super chimp in DC League of Super Pets. Released in South Africa last Friday already. I've not seen it myself, but it's already doing the rounds, and I thought maybe I'd just alert parents to it. Because probably you want, like, if you're into superheroes as a mom or dad, you can't wait to, like, rope your kid in on the madness too.
Absolutely. If they haven't been roped in already and you haven't you haven't listened to the PG-13, you're just like, come and enjoy Thor, Love and Thunder with me.
But Deadpool 2 with my toddler. Please don't.
No, please, no. But, you know, it's actually a really cool take because you know the superheroes, but they're pets. And when you're watching the movies like Secret Life of Pets, they gave you unique insight. In fact, I think Kevin Hart actually voiced a pet in that too. So he likes these roles.
Hamster or bunny.
And what I enjoyed about it is that you get the other side of these characters because there's like this secret life, and I feel like this is what lifts.
What is DC known for in terms of feel? It's dark, it's broody, everyone's moody.
Everybody has a voice.
Everyone's listening to Nirvana in their heads. So this is probably a good gear change once in a while. Obviously, we like the dark and the broody and whatever, but maybe it's a good breath of fresh air. I'll tell you a bit about the story, though. You're looking there at a pig, by the way, voiced by Vanessa Bayer. That's Diego Luna, who's a squirrel. Natasha Lyonne, who is Myrtle the turtle, I think is the name. Kevin Hart is Ace, the bat dog, who you're seeing, who you know already is the voice of
Keanu Reeves.
That's right.
Hey, John Wick. Neo.
Also had his little trailer released recently. We'll talk about that another day, though. Very excited about John Wick 4 myself. But yeah, like I said, if you're ready to rope in the kids on these stories too, this is probably not a bad start. The writers of this are the same writers of the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie.
Oh, that's so
So I'm sure that they're decent amount of laughs, but it kind of looks really flat as far as animation goes. But whatever, it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, we're not talking about like Pixar kind of quality here, but it's about the laughs. It's not necessarily about looking like a masterpiece or whatever. Pig has the power to change size, owned by Wonder Woman eventually. Myrtle the turtle, I'm assuming owned by Flash, gets the speed of light, and then the squirrel is Diego Luna, who has electrokinesis and can zap the enemy with its squirrely powers. Diego Luna, I'm super excited to see in Andor, by the way, but that's also another story for another day. Woo!
Oh, this is so cool, man. I know we have another little video. I believe this one is about Kevin Hart.
A little video.
A little video. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. He is actually 7 centimeters taller than I am. Well done, Kevin. Let's see what you have to say about this movie.
Kevin Hart and I play Ace. Smelling stuff is one of the greatest joys of being a dog, next to licking any part of your body. I mean, I lick myself all the time.
Well, that explains the breath.
Ace is more of a rebel. Oh, you think you better than me with your superpower. That's cold, man. What you find out about Ace is he's a loving dog.
You know what they say about dogs. We love unconditionally.
Sometimes it's not just about a voice, it's about the attitude.
You want to throw paws? Defy. I should warn you, I'm 1/8 boxer.
And with Ace, there was just an attitude.
How much did you have to drink?
I had 2 toilet bowls and a bidet. But it's like a dog water fountain.
It looks amazing. It really does. It looks incredible. I'm excited for this one.
Surprisingly, we have more animal offerings later. There's another movie releasing this week called Paws of Fury I'll talk about in a bit.
Yes.
But before that, it seems like we've got all 4 problems happening elsewhere on the set, don't we?
Yes, we do, indeed. So thanks a lot. If you want to see this movie, it's out in cinemas right now, DC League of Super Pets. And with the chemistry of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, yes, I said the full name, as well as Kevin "The Ace" Hart, I think it's going to be a movie not to be missed, so go check that out. Of course, Paws of Fury coming up a tad later. But talking about super pets, we have Super Ryle and a super pet working out for you right now.
A lot of push-ups, I'm sure.
Da, 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 da. You know when JB Sebastian's out here and he's bringing the hype, I get so caught up in it. So we are going to be going DC League of Super Pets crazy this morning, and I'm going to carry on all the hype, especially after the release of the latest animation. So why exercise alone when you've got a furry friend, right? So this morning we'll be going through some great exercises to do with your dog at home and seeing how they can be the ultimate workout partner. Yes, you heard correctly. So we brought in a specialist, this dog behaviorist Keegan Price, all the way from Splendid Canines, and he's joining us in studio this morning to take us through a new, interesting workout that we can do with our furry pets. Keegan, how are you doing this morning?
I'm very good, thank you. Yourself, right?
I'm good. I'm excited because we've got like our furry friend here. Who have we got? You want to introduce him or her?
So this is Miles. This was my first client I ever
Miles?
had. Yes, Miles.
What's up, Miles?
A black Labrador.
Okay.
And yeah, he was very energetic as a youngster.
Okay.
But he's done some very good training.
Can I go say hello to Miles?
Of course you can.
Miles, hello. I can't resist. You're so cute. Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Are you ready to work out, boy? Yes. He looks ready. He looks like he's full of energy.
No, he's awesome.
Are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to get him too crazy because he needs to listen. What's happening exactly?
That's
How
not
are
a
we
problem.
doing this?
So what you want to do is you want to get your dog nice and stationary in front of you.
Okay.
You don't want them moving around too much. You want them nice and stationary so that you can obviously engage with them.
All right.
So there's a couple of different ways of doing this. Obviously, if you don't want your dog licking you in the face or engaging with you that way, you can obviously give them scratches or even give them a treat while you're doing these exercises.
Positive reinforcement, right?
Positive reinforcement.
I like
always,
that.
Of course. So what you want to do with the sit-ups, we're going to start with that.
Okay.
So you're going to wait, and you get him in a sitting position, and you'll start to do your sit-ups. So you'll get close to him, and you come up. And you're either going to do kissing.
Oh, that is so cute.
Boy.
And he obviously would stay there for like days, so he'll keep your abs in check, right? Because he's like, no, stop, one more,
exactly.
one more.
So you can either do that way, or you can give him a reward.
Okay.
A little reward coming up every time if you don't want him licking your face, something like that, for instance. You wait, my boy, and then you get him into a nice lay-down position, down. You wait. So now this sort of a thing, obviously going into the push-ups.
Wait, hang on. So you just set him up for a push-up position now, like getting him on the down.
Yes.
Like a downward dog almost.
Down. Yes, exactly.
What I did.
Wait. So now you
man,
want
this is
to
so cool.
Get in a nice position and wait. Good boy. Hello, my boy.
Good for Miles. Good for Miles. Oh, that is it.
Hello.
Miles is looking like he wants to. He said it's too easy. He wants to change it up. He wants to switch it up.
No, he's too cute. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with your doggy. Obviously, there's lunges as well.
Okay.
So we'll do a couple of lunges with him. This will take a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has to do a little bit with agility as well. But what you want to do is you want to get him in a nice backwards position, and then you bring him through it. Come, Mousy, come. Good boy. Come on.
And you lunge forward. Oh, no way.
Sit. Come on, across, come. Good boy.
Oh, nice,
Come on, sit. Sit, my boy. Good boy. You wait. Come, Mousy, come. Good boy.
Oh, it's so good.
And these things you can obviously work forward. You have to get a little bit of practice in with him before, but he will get the point of this. Come on. Good boy. Hey. Sit. Down. Sit. Down. Good boy.
Oh, Miles is such a good boy. Do you think I could maybe try to do some... I've never worked out with a dog firstly. Do you think I could just like borrow Miles for a bit and we could do like some sit-ups together?
I definitely think you should try.
We can try it out?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right,
so you
Miles,
get him in a nice sitting position.
Miles, don't embarrass me on live TV here.
It's going to give you some treats.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay.
There we go,
so we get into the sit-up position. Right.
And you get him in front of you.
Okay, you in front of me? Yes.
So just give him a little reward just to get him focused on you.
Okay. You ready? Miles, I'm over here. Push-up time. Yes.
Sit. Wait.
Okay, one more rep. You ready? Miles, I'm over here, Miles. I'm over here. Big rep. 1, 2, 3.
He's so excited.
You're just so excited. Oh, but Keegan, honestly, this is so much fun.
No, it's a lot of fun.
I can imagine, like, the relationship with your animal also goes stronger because of this, right? Because
Absolutely.
obviously with everything that you're doing with your pet, it's constant reinforcement, positive reinforcement, allowing these rewards. But at the same time, for him, he just thinks this is playtime, right?
Absolutely. So what you can do as well with him, if you get into this great relationship like you're talking about, you get into this solid relationship, eventually you start getting a little bit of dances with them. So you can do like a little bit of an exercise where you come on, you bring him up, you stop, you sit, paw, that kind of stuff. So these sorts of things where you're dancing around. And then obviously, yeah, there's lots of activities you can do. But the one thing you want to do is just get them nice and stationary, get them nice and relaxed, and engage with them in a either kissing way or getting very nice and close to them.
Focus is just
so that they get used to you being close to them and actually engage with them.
Oh, Keegan, man, this is so much fun. Miles, you were amazing. Well done as well, boy. Well done, Miles. You're so good. You're so good. And for you, Zanzi, if you want to get creative with your workouts, then maybe you want to reach out to Keegan, of course. He's at Splendid Canines, and they're doing some incredible things with pets. This is one of his clients, apparently, as well. And Miles has done an exceptional job. This is a fun way to get fit, get engaged with your pet, and also create an incredible relationship and bond. I mean, come on. What's not to love about our furry love balls over here, right? Isn't it right, Miles? Well done. I hope you enjoy your workouts with your furry friends, and yeah, try some of these crazy exercises. Nice job.
Nourish your skin with Ingram's Camphor Cream, enriched with camphor and glycerine. Now with 48-hour moisture to restore dry skin. New look Ingram's. Your skin, your brave. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You heard the sound. It means JP Sebastian is back for more movie reviews. And today we are also reviewing Paws of Fury. I was trying to get it all time. I was like,
you said it 20 times before we got here, and then like goldfish brain, I suppose.
I mean, I'm still obsessed with that dog.
We're all beaming.
Right? I'm like, bring your dog to work. Do you have a dog?
I do. I have a little Dachshund, but it would take a lot more coaxing, I'm sure. I'd have to have like a whole cheeseburger to get a lunge done, I'm sure.
Please, can you try? We just want to see one clip of you doing a bit of a maybe ab workout with your dog.
Okay, that's probably harder as me doing the crunch, not so much the dog.
What's not hard is you obviously reviewing this because it is amazing. It's being released on Friday, so tell us all about it.
Paws of Fury, indeed, featuring the voices of Michael Cera and Samuel L. Jackson. Coming up this Friday, tell you what, from the horse's mouth, from the dog's mouth, I suppose, in this case, let's hear from themselves about working on the movie, the making of Paws of Fury, a little featurette.
Huh? I'm Hank, and I'm the new samurai.
New samurai, huh?
Hank is a dog in a world of dog-hating cats.
What the mother, father, cocker spaniel's going on here?
Jimbo, played by Samuel L. Jackson, becomes Hank's teacher.
Don't forget to land on your feet. The movie is pretty wacky and pretty wild. And a lot of fun.
It's Hank and Jimbo. We're here to save you. It was a blast to make this movie.
Lesson over. Well done.
the legend of Hank, but also the legend of Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, to be able to see him in a role like this, also so light and having fun.
Yeah, when's the last time you really get to see Samuel L. Jackson in a comedy? Obviously, The Hitman's Bodyguard, but aside from that, nothing else springs to mind immediately. It is surprisingly him having fun, and why I say surprisingly is you usually think with these small kind of projects that an actor just dials it in. Literally, they were phoning it in for voiceovers because of COVID. They were working from home, voicing some of these performances at times. But he actually is fully involved in this movie and seems to be having the most fun of all the characters. If I give you a bit of the storyline, do you know the movie Blazing Saddles from the 70s? It's a classic if you're into like these weird oddball comedies. And it's directed by Mel Brooks, who actually features as one of the voices in this, which is great to see. And the reason being is that it pretty much is one-to-one the story of, for anyone who's listening and remembering Blazing Saddles, the story of a guy who's an outsider, comes into the small town, is not accepted by the townsfolk. Obviously, in the original movie, it was because he was black and the townsfolk were white. In this, it's because he's a dog and the townsfolk are cats. And has to deal with trying to be accepted while at the same time becoming the sheriff of this town, even though he's reviled. And so the underdog has to become the overseer of everyone involved in the protection of this town. That is obviously a replication of Mongo from Blazing Saddles. And so all these jokes, all these beats, one-to-one, are pretty much replicated from the classic movie itself. That said, though, it does seem to have at least, I saw it for myself, it's got its own personality, it's got its own kind of style. A bit rough around the edges as far as animations go, you know, not the best in the world kind of looking stuff that we've got, but I'm pretty pleased that we've got these big names like Michael Cera, like Samuel L. Jackson. You've got Ricky Gervais, who's voicing the bad guy, you've got Mel Brooks, etc., Michelle Yeoh, etc. And they could have just been picking up a check, but they all do seem to be letting their hair down, letting their fur down, and having a good time with the story of a dog trying to find his way through the wild east and become a samurai. So one for the kids, definitely, and actually, as far as these go, probably more than DC League of Super Pets, the kind of thing that the parent can enjoy as well. Obviously, I know as a parent, you just love to see your kid happy when you...
For sure, and make sure that they are, you know, entertained for the 2 hours or hour and a half that they can be watching this.
In a dark theatre or something and eating other people's popcorn or whatever kids do. But it's democratic in that the parent gets to enjoy some gags too. I'm pretty pleased that one of my gripes with a lot of these modern animations is how far can you take a gag? It's not enough that the cat, you know, has something blow up in his face. Oh, there we go, replicating the fart scene from Blazing Saddles. Everyone will remember that if you remember the classic comedy. But you take a gag and then you go, okay, how can we stretch it? What happens after that? What happens after that? You remember Wile E. Coyote when you were a kid? An anvil falls into his arms. He falls off a cliff. The cliff falls onto a lever, which pummels him into another cliff. And then another anvil falls, etc. This is like a chain of events, and at least they respect the chain of events in the comedy of this. So it's never just like throwaway writing, never just like lazy kind of, well, we did the joke, let's move on kind of thing. But not necessarily the most memorable thing in the world. I think that you probably will, though, have a good time, your kid and yourself, watching Paws of Fury out this Friday. So tell you what, how about a scene from the movie?
Please do.
Let's watch it. I've been going on about Samuel L. Jackson having the best time in the world, and here he is stealing a scene for himself as Jimbo, obviously named for Yo Jimbo, wink wink, in Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank.
Remember, fear is only in your mind.
And a little bit in my kimono.
Set a date for Friday. It looks like it's going to be amazing, not only for the kids, but for all the adults as well. We have to ask you, popcorns, how much are you giving this?
This gets a 6 out of 10 from JP Sebastian. Throwaway comedies, that's pretty good as far as those go. Paws of Fury, go watch it to yourself.
Well, it is up to you. Let us know after the premiere on Friday what you would review this movie. Let us know on Expresso Morning Show on the S3.
Thank you so much. Of course, we promised you some very special guests in studio this morning, all in honor of the release of the latest animation, DC's League of Super Pets and Paws of Fury. 2 fantastic animations, but they highlight the importance of our four-legged friends. And what better way to join the hype than by inviting a man's best friend into studio. And these guys go a whole lot further. We are joined by some members of Cape Town's Metro Police today, and they'll be chatting to us about the power of a sniffer sniffer dog. So on the chair lineup this morning, we are joined by the Chief of Cape Town Metro Police, Wayne LaRue, Michael Jagger, a K9 instructor, and then Cape Town's drug-busting K9 herself, Zena, who is looking ready for action, as well as Clinton Adams, who has got a best friend in life, clearly. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Morning. Thank you.
Thank you for the work that you do every day. I know that the canines play an absolutely vital role, and we, I think, often forget that they are still dogs, but they play such a professional and vital role here in Cape Town. But I'm going to ask you, Chief, first of all, because Zena's been a bit of a superstar lately in the press, but if you can kind of paint a picture, how important is the canine unit in your broader picture? What do these pups bring to the bigger picture?
Well, Zena, morning and morning to the viewers. Zena is 7 years old. She's been with us from day one, and she's absolutely, like you mentioned, she's the star. There's 19 of them in total. Over the years, we've always invested in our dogs. We feel they are value. They're part of the Metro Police family. When we do go out on the drug raids and that, they tend to go into spots where the officers cannot maybe try and retrieve these drugs and that. So they play a value, and most important, it's the bonding between the relationship between the dog and the handler that plays a major part. But yes, we value our dogs and we see them as part of a major investment.
Yeah, and they do. They play such an important role. Certainly here in Cape Town, we've seen some massive stories emerging, and Zena's been at the heart of a couple of those. Michael, how long does it take to get a dog to this level, though? I know not every dog is suited for this kind of role, but it does take an investment, and you've used that term quite a lot because you do have to invest time and obviously financial resources. What does it take to get a dog to this point?
Well, Zena and most of the dogs, they go under training for about 3 months. So it depends a lot on the dog and the handler, what the handler puts in, the time that he puts in, and the effort that he puts in within training. We also look at the dog's capability, the nose ability, their protective drive. There's a lot of things that we look into a dog before even considering to choose a dog for the service.
So it's almost a more stringent character evaluation than on the human side of the field, and you understand it because they've got to perform some pretty intense tasks, but they are still a dog. Yeah. And I'm seeing the happiness of a dog, which is great. Clint, I've got to ask you, because you clearly have an emotional investment in this beautiful pup. What kind of a dog is Zena?
Zena is a very energetic dog. She's a very lovable dog. She's very jealous as well. She doesn't want to work with me at the end of the day, but...
I love it, and she's a companion, and she's still got to perform these tasks while being that, but I love the fact that she still can be free to be a pup in that space. Let's talk about the headlines that Zena's been making, because some pretty high profile, and this is a great sign, yes, for the K9 unit that you're getting it right, but this means a lot to your operation. So talk us through some of the big busts that Zena's been involved in.
Well, over the years, she's been involved with more than close to 600 interventions.
Wow.
And there's been always, most of the time, there's been successes. There's been some cocaine, firearms. She's just been one of those dogs that tend to stand out. She's one of the many. And next week, we'll be honoring Zena for excellent work, and we'll be giving her this medal. That's a small token of appreciation. This is the second one. The other one is Savage. But she will be receiving her official medal. It's just an acknowledgement of the good work that she's done. And you'll be surprised, people tend to hide drugs in various places but she's just got that gift that she tends to sniff it out. And
she's got the X factor, yeah.
And of course, we know firearms is a major problem here in the Cape Town, in the Western Cape, and drugs. So, if we confiscate one firearm, it's one too many. So,
it's a victory,
we will try and work on. But at the end of the day, they are part of the greatest successes.
And what I love about it, I mean, the medal is great, and it's a dual recognition as well. So I hope you take that on board. But all they really need is just that, is the love and the companionship. They kind of are this never-ending love, and we love the fact that they have the opportunity to be recognised, but they are playing such a vital role. What do you guys need in support of the K9 unit? I know you're looking to invest further into that space. What's needed to help grow this program so we can see more success stories like Zena?
Well, at the end of the day, the intention is for, depending on the capital that will be available, we intend growing our dogs for, and at least for another 10 of these type of dogs. Like I said, the working life, these are working dogs. Their working life is about plus minus 10 years. And the officers obviously have, either they get the first privilege, you know, of if they would like to take the dog home again. But at the end of the day, you know, we try and make sure that they've got the best treatment, they get the best food, the places where they're the kennels or so, and they get the treatment or so. But I notice some days when I do go around, you know, we just drive along with the officers on the beat. There are days when they're like normal human beings. You know, their personalities.
Their highs and lows, yeah.
And they tend to, but when they hear that officer's voice, you see that excitement in the air. So I think most important, when we go out and when we do dog shows, when we do just our normal enforcement, people must just be mindful that, you know, if you hurt the dog, you hurt the officer. Yeah. And there's no ways that we're going to stand back. So at the end of the day, we value them and we make sure that we give them the best what we can.
Yeah, well, clearly, getting accolades like these, there is no difference. But you guys are an incredible team. You can feel the love. So I have a feeling this is going to be a union for life. Gentlemen, thank you so much for the work that you do every day. Chief, thank you so much for coming through as well. And most importantly, can we get a round of applause for Zina, who is going to be receiving the just rewards for an incredible service. And you can show your love as well. And I think it's worth taking on board how much of a role these four-legged friends, of course, the two legs do play a role as well. But this incredible partnership with our Metro Police is one that is vital. Well done, Zina.
What's beta-glucan? Hello, do you know what beta-glucan is? What is beta-glucan? No one knows what beta-glucan is.
Beta-glucan is a natural fiber in jungle oats that helps lower cholesterol and keep hearts well.
Jungle. Do life with heart.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, you beautiful souls, welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are continuing our love for all things pets. Yes. Up next, we take a look at the All Hearts Foundation, which is a South African non-profit organization purely run off donations, love, as well as a lot of dedication.
Sounds so beautiful. Now, the team behind the organization rescue and rehabilitate all animals in need, especially, yes, you guessed it, we actually have wolves. What? Let's take a look.
Some animals need us to step in and assist with rescuing them because they're not always able to care for themselves. And especially with the wolves, a lot of people have gotten these animals as pets, which then makes them extremely dependent, which is something we call imprintation, especially with wild animals. This is when an animal, a wild animal specifically, becomes extremely dependent on a human to feed them, provide them with everything that they need, not just dietary requirements, shelter, a safe environment. And then that's where we come into play, because these animals would never be able to be released into the wild, in turn never being able to hunt, etc., and live that complete natural life. So that's where we come in to assist them and just providing them with a natural environment that is as close to what they could possibly be offered.
So some of the key goals and visions for us is to implement more stricter rules within our nature conservation guidelines, because they don't have that. They don't, because they're exotic, they're not indigenous to South Africa. So one of our key goals is to try and change that, where you can't just have a wolf as a pet, because they're not pets. So one of the challenges we find is feeding wolves, right? They've got to have a substantial diet. They've got to eat their right dietary requirements. They can't be living on dog kibble. They need to eat raw. We feed out here at All Arts Foundation, we feed out full birds, full chickens, which is good for their calcium within the feathers. They get all the other nutrients and stuff from the organs within the bird. We feed out beef. So that is one thing that we do find is a very key point on looking after these animals, is their diet requirements.
So these wolves all have different personalities, just like us. We're not all the same. So each one has a very unique personality. Some of them are timid, some of them are shy, some of them are friendly, some of them are aggressive. So not just specific personality types for every single wolf. So the broader work that our non-profit organization does is quite vast. We basically look after everything with a beating heart. We don't just look after the wolves, we look after many animals. We look after the elderly, we do community outreaches, we go and we clothe and feed the homeless and assist wherever we can. So we have taken in some trauma cases. So a trauma case is basically an animal that has been subjected to extreme abuse or neglect. We have a small little dog here called Shimbungu. He was basically either severely abused or injured by a vehicle in Namibia. He had his ears cut off. Then we have another dog here called Spirit. He's an Alaskan Malamute. He was tied up and thrown into a river in Chartwell Fourways 6 years ago, bound by his front and back legs. So his rehabilitation, as well as Shimbungu's, is something that's ongoing, but both animals are thriving, they're happy, they're existing, they're surviving. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about enriching the animals' lives, offering all of our animals, including the wolves, the 5 freedoms of animal welfare, and just ensuring that they're provided with the safety, security, and love that they need.
My most important is we just want them to be safe from where we've rescued them from, and try and continue the great work we do when it comes to education. And so that is our main thing, is just keeping them safe and teaching people about the species, and just trying to do more than what we do at this present time. I'm very passionate working with Lex. We're a good team together. We strive for the same goals. Education is one of the main things we do, is educate public on the species being the wolf. We really enjoy it. So I find myself and Lexi are a good team asset to each other, and then also our other teammates, which is our staff. They play a big role here. So yeah, as a team, we're great. We're doing good things.
So our future and vision is trying to secure the property that we're on currently now. That is the most important thing in order to keep our sanctuary going for our animals first and foremost. And then that allows us to expand more, take in more rescues, take in more wolves, be able to build more, be able to get up our volunteer program where we built the correct accommodation for our volunteers to come in and help us, to start being able to have people working hands-on with us, educating the public, spreading the word, and then to become part of rehabilitation projects done the right way. The public can show their support for All Arts Foundation by going to www.allartsfoundation.co.za. There they will be linked to all of our social media forums, and they'll be guided on how they can help from there.
Oh, I just absolutely love that. I don't even feel like they're dogs. They remind me of like sentient beings that I would just love to own a massive holding for and just house them all. But honestly, I love the fact that they're also just doing something important, and that's giving a voice to the voiceless, Carl.
Absolutely. If you want to get some more details or support them, just go to All Hearts Foundation SA on Facebook and find out more.
I have two things to say, bagels and coffee. We all know they are life, but what happens when you have the coffee but you have no bagel? Well, Jenny Morris is going to show us how easy it is to make delicious bagels at home with just 5 ingredients, and that is why you're my favorite person. Also, I went to a restaurant the other day and we're still talking about it. The best pork rib ever in my life. Anyway, let's talk about bagels. Let's focus on the bagels, because this is also everything you make. Everything you touch turns to gold. I love it, and you're always feeding us. So 5 ingredients. I'm watching you right now.
I want real gold, doll.
Real gold. We can give you real gold after this recipe.
No, but honestly, this is very, very easy. This bagel here is with baking powder. You could use yeasty ones. This is a nice, quick one. And I've got a little friend waltzing around here. I think her name is Zena. I want to kiss that child's face. I'm making a bagel for that little doggy.
Are you making for the doggy? The doggies are going to love you as much as we love you.
Yes, of course. So if we look at this,
So what did you throw in there? I just wanted to make sure that
well, this is just salt and baking powder.
Salt and baking
powder. And flour. And a lovely big scoop of our gorgeous
clover.
Look at this.
Authenticos, Greek style.
Yeah, Kalimera. That's a nice way to start your day.
It is the only authentic Greek-style yogurt in South Africa and is available in various flavors, so you can use whatever you want to spice up your bagel. But today we are going to be using the plain flavor because we're going to fill it up with some salmon, we're going to fill it up with some avo, whatever ticks your fantasy or whatever ticks your boat. That is what you can pop into your filling. And is that done?
This is it. We're going to just keep it. I'm not going to get my hands dirty, but that's the basic idea, because then you end up with this. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can bagel the bagel. We can make a little ball like this, or we could make a sausage.
Sausage bagel.
Yes, this is easier for the kids, you know. We want to take that and just roll it into a nice, here, I'll give you this piece. And just roll it into a sausage. It's nice for the children to do this. And then you can just join it, but you've got to make the haiki. Or you can do it this way, where you stick your finger in, like so, and you just keep
doing that.
You just keep doing that.
Again, you're making it look so easy.
It is, look at that. Da-da-da-da. And the kids love doing that. But you must make the hole a little bit bigger than you would, because when you do that, it rises just slightly, and the hole might close.
Do you need it to rest? Do you need
just a little bit. You know, anything with dough needs a little bit of a rest, like me. I need a big rest.
And she's got the dough. She's got the dough.
I ain't got the dough. I've got dough, but not enough. Look at you, Jamie. And then just what you must do. You haven't done a bad job. You can start slitting that in half.
Like this or like this?
Yes, like that. And then
just making sure.
Build that up beautifully. There's gorgeous cream cheese with chives. I mean, what you have there is an absolute classic.
And you can go savory route, you can go the sweet route, jam, cheese, whatever you want to do, but we are doing the savory. So some cream cheese is going to go onto our bagel.
And please, darling, don't be mean.
Go in with the cream cheese.
Come on, lash it. That's my girl, from corner to corner. You're not going to find a husband. I was just telling our chief of police there that if you don't do it from corner to corner...
You're not going to find a husband.
My granny used to say that.
What? You know what my granny used to say?
Spots.
My granny and my grandparents used to say, if you eat out of the pot, if you steal meat from the pot, you're never going to find a husband. And that's what I always say, is that is why I'm single, because I always used to steal meat out of the pot.
Oh, that's because there was not enough meat to go around.
So let me just put in some cream cheese in the corners. Maybe then I will find my husband.
Yes. That man's going to love you, because that's oozing out of the side. Some onion, that beautiful pickled red onion, which is lovely. It gives it the acidity, and it's got a lovely crunch. There you go. Spread it out, girl. I'll get this ready for you.
My mouth is watering just looking at all of these
divine? And then how about we put some avo, some sliced avo.
There you go.
I'm going to make some little ribbons. Look at this beautiful
and get the kids involved. Build a bagel.
Absolutely.
Build a bagel on a Saturday morning, Sunday morning, before church. I mean, this is so easy. You can prep everything the night before and then just pop it out.
Cut your avo in the morning and off you go. And I'm going to do that. Let's make it like really gorgeous.
This is stunning.
And then a couple of capers, because that's really classic. And you can serve a little wedge of lemon on the side. How sexy
Oh,
is
that
that
is so
girl?
sexy, so
oh, come on, darling. No, come, bring mommy the cream cheese.
More cream cheese.
Yeah, I'm going to do this.
This is why you were married for so many years, because you fed David.
Yes. I was just looking at a photo of him today and I thought, did I do that to you, darling? And there we go, girl. It's ready and I'm going to lick my fingers.
Get your hands on the recipe, expressoshow.com. This is how you're going to find yourself a husband. Make sure to spread the cream cheese throughout the corners. But again, Mzansi, you are welcome. Yum.
Made with love by Clover.
Color Your Plate with Koo is back on SABC2 with a flavor-filled second season that will have you eating better with Koo. If you think you're Mzansi's next cooking star, you have the chance to show us how you color your plate with Koo. Take a video of yourself creating a colorful meal with Koo and tell us why you should be selected. WhatsApp your entry video to 072-741-5357 to stand a chance to be on the show and win your share of prizes valued at 500,000 Rand. Enter now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to celebrate and acknowledge our incredible and, yes, very energetic four-legged friends that are paying society a massive service. Now, the senses of a sniffer dog, their olfactory sense, their ability to smell, 10,000 times more accurate than a human. That means that they obviously are able to really search areas up to 4 times faster than we are able to. They're able to gain access and, of course, maintain a greater sense of accuracy through that process. They play a vital role, and we're back to put one of the best sniffer dogs in the country to the test now. So let's give another warm welcome to Zena, of course, who has over 600 successful interventions. I doubt any of us can brag about that kind of accuracy in our job. And, of course, we are joined by Canine Instructor, Constable Michael Jagger, and then Constable Clinton Adams, who, of course, is an equally energetic handler of Zena, this incredible dog. I've got to ask before, and we've hidden something somewhere in our studio. I don't know where it is, but we're going to put Zena to the test. So maybe, Michael, you can start by explaining how the process works as Clinton takes us through the process and gives us a demo.
All right, so the demonstration we're going to do now is called a building search.
A building search.
A building search. So when we go out to different buildings and situations where this type of setup that we might get. For them to detect the drugs, we call it an imprinting phase.
Imprinting, okay.
Imprinting. So that is when we teach the dog to detect the substance or the contraband that we have. What I've done now, I've hidden drugs within the area.
Somewhere?
Somewhere in the area. Zina needs to tell us where the drugs are. I do have the actual drug. We do not use synthetics when we train our dogs because our dealers outside and our drug dealers and our criminals outside don't use synthetics. They don't use synthetics. They don't use fake. So I have a permit that I get from the Department of Health, which allows me to be in possession of those drugs, because any other officer can arrest me if I have those drugs, because it is illegal drug. They can arrest me for it. So I do have that document in my possession, especially when it comes to the training.
All right, well, let's put her to the test. All right, Clinton, take it away. What I love is how you've got all that energy and then you watch that razor-sharp focus kick in. How many substances can she detect?
Zina has been trained to detect 6 substances. Take it out. Zina has just, that indication there, we call that aggressive indication. So the dog will bite or scratch and indicate. So this what we have here is ecstasy. We put it in this little container to protect our dogs. So the drug has the same effect on a dog than what it has on a human being.
So you were saying how many substances she's been trained
She's been trained to detect 6 substances, which is cocaine, mandrax, heroin.
Zina.
This we have here is heroin. I've mentioned cocaine, I've mentioned heroin, mandrax tablets, crystal meth, cannabis, and
done it. Good girl. And she gets a reward. Well done.
So that is what she works for. She just works for that ball.
Incredible.
So with every exercise, she gets rewarded, and that is her reward. Like we as humans, we get paid at the end of the month. When she does something, she gets her reward, and that is her ball.
She just gets a reward, and that's all she needs. But of course, the love
and the love from
the love and companionship. I'm in awe of what you guys do every day. I'm just thinking about the communities that are being serviced by what you do every single day. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for opening a window into the incredible world of just how amazing these pups are, in particular Zina, but I think you all deserve a round of applause. Thank you so much for showing us real superheroes in action, and we'll continue to show some love to our four-legged friends throughout the show, but you can show us some love on our social media platforms right now as we enter into the second hour of the show. Zina, well done, girl. Well done.
Thanks a lot, G. It's just after 7 o'clock. Let's take a peek at your national and international headlines. Starting off locally, the KwaZulu-Natal Liquor Authority says it estimates that the province has over 7,000 illegal liquor outlets. So the organization regulates liquor licensing and control over the liquor industry in the province. The regulatory body has raised concerns that illegal liquor outlets contribute to high levels of crime and is also concerned that these illegal establishments are selling alcohol to minors. The authority is currently cooperating with police to close down illegal liquor outlets. Now, Eskom yesterday warned it may have to implement stage 2 load shedding at short notice. The embattled power utilities said there was a risk of power cuts for the rest of the week. This as there had been a delay in returning a generation unit to service each at Arno, Kusile and the Coburg power stations. There was also a failure of a generation unit each at Madupi, Hendrina, Camden and 2 units at Majupa power station, which have exacerbated the capacity constraints. Now, moving on to international news, China's Foreign Affairs Ministry has strongly condemned U.S. Speaker of the House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. calling it, quote, a serious violation of the One China principle that will have a severe impact on the political foundation of China-US relations. The ministry said Pelosi's visit gravely undermines peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait and urged the US to, quote, not go further down this wrong and dangerous path. The trip, which is not backed by President Biden, is the first by such a senior US official in decades. Now, special envoys from the European Union and the US have arrived in the northern Ethiopian city of Mekele, capital of the embattled Tigray region, as part of international efforts to see a peaceful resolution to a 21-month-old civil war. This is the envoys' first joint mission to the city, and it comes amid encouraging signs of possible peace talks between the federal government and Tigrayan forces. Most of Tigray has been without these services for more than a year. Tigrayan forces have been calling for the resumption of the services. Now, if you thought that science couldn't go too far, you may soon change your mind. Now, researchers at Rice University in Texas are pioneering a new field of necrobotics. It involves a dead spider brought back to life using puffs of air to control its legs. Scary, I know. Taking a dead spider's lifeless body and resurrecting it as a zombie robot is an idea that would be the stuff of nightmares for most people, but scientists aren't most people. They have turned the corpses of wolf spiders into arcade-style claw machines that can pick up and move a variety of objects. The necrobots have a wide range of potential applications, they say. Now, they've already shown that the spider grippers can be used to move fragile components in electrical circuits without damaging them. And if the scientists can replicate their work with other species, it could further extend the range of projects that could benefit from necrobots' delicate touch. I know it's scary, right? Dead animals doing the work. We shudder to think what other species they may even erect from the dead, experiment on, and who knows, they could also be doing our day-to-day tasks. Dead animals, spiders, cockroaches. I'm freaking myself out. I'm going to stop now and tell you that there is some more details for you in this report. And of course, we've got some traffic and weather. Standing by is Jamie Lee Domberg.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wasty. Let's see what's happening on the roads this morning. If you do find yourself in Gauteng, four ways. On the N1 northbound, there has been an accident after Rivonia Road, obstructing one lane, so please do approach with caution. Then bring it home to the Western Cape Century City. There is congestion on the N7 southbound before the N1 inbound ramp. Heavy delays can be expected, so please do keep a lookout for this. Then in Gauteng Centurion on the N1 southbound, there are roadworks after the Flying Saucer interchange. 2 lanes are currently closed, so please do approach with caution. That is where I leave your traffic. Let's have another look at the weather. On the weather front, a state of emergency has been declared in part of California as the largest active wildfire in the U.S. rapidly spreads near Yosemite National Park. Now, the so-called Oak Fire has rapidly grown since starting on Friday, and firefighters are struggling to bring the blaze under control. Some 6,000 people have been evacuated and multiple homes have been destroyed. Around 400 firefighters and 4 helicopters are battling the blaze. Natasha Fouts, spokesperson for CAL FIRE, said its scale marks an ominous start to California's wildfire season, and that a combination of drought, climate change and overgrown vegetation are increasing the chances of the fire spreading rapidly. Much of the U.S. is sweltering in a heat wave, and advisory warnings are in effect in more than a dozen states. Now, temperatures in Mariposa County hit 35.5 degrees Celsius on Saturday and are expected to stay at that level for the next few days. Then from wildfires to sunrise views, Matthew sent us this shadow sunrise image of the sun peeking through some figures in the background out in dispatch. We also had Louise Sherry, who sent us this morning sunrise. It is a pink sky filled with birds flying out in the distance in Maybury Park, right in Alberton. And then we also had Mariki, who sent us this calm sunrise out in East London. Look. Then finally, we also have some more views which we'll share with you in a later edition, but do share your sunrise views with us. But right now it's time to have another look at those temperatures. If you do find yourself in Polokwane, partly cloudy conditions are expected with a range of 4 to 17. Umbombela for you, it is a low of 6 that will peak at 20. Pretoria, if you're out and about, your day starts off with a low of 7 and will peak at 20. And then if you do find yourself in Johannesburg, rain is expected with a range of 8 to 15. Mahikeng, rain is also coming your way with with a low of 10 and a high of 19, as well as for you, Klerksdorp, your range is 9 to 18. Kimberley starting off their day with a low of 8 and a high of 18. Bloemfontein for you as well, 70% chance of rain on this Wednesday with a range of 6 to 16. For you, Richards Bay, your minimum is 15 with a maximum of 24, as well as for you, Pietermaritzburg, 10-25 coming your way. Durban for you, your range is 16 to 24, Mthatha 9-24, and in East London can be seen with a range of 15 to 25. Cradock, your minimum is 7 with a maximum of 19. GQ Gqeberha for you, it is 13-23, and as well as for you, George, you can be seen with a range of 10 to 20. The mother city, Cape Town, partly cloudy conditions are expected for this Wednesday with a range of 11 to 18. Worcester for you, it is 6-20. Sutherland, 4-14. And last but definitely not least, Uppington, ranging from 8 to 23. Well, that is where I leave your weather. It is time to get crazy with the Crazy Store.
We want you to come experience the Crazy Store's 25th birthday bash celebration with a little bit of a crazy birthday extravaganza. There is no better way to celebrate than by showing you how to create the ultimate obstacle course using products from their awesome birthday promotion range, showcasing just how much fun you really can have with the right items, a lot of imagination, and a little bit of competitive spirit. And of course, Ryle and Zozo are going to go head-to-head with some crazy games this morning. It's going to be fun, but it will be quite tense. And of course, we're going to go through 5 different stations of this obstacle course. Each one is going to have a hook, something that you're going to have to pull off. This first one is all about being crazy. So you'll see in front of you, you've got the most insane remote-controlled cars. These guys are designed to do the stunts. They've obviously got the really cool lights, but they go crazy, and I want to see craziness. Now, between the two of you, you're going to have to get these crazy cars to the skipping ropes, okay? That's your first challenge, and it's going to be tougher than you think, okay, because these guys go wild, and it's awesome. Once you get to our little skipping ropes, you have to do 5 jumps. They're quite short, so that in itself is going to be quite interesting because you've got long legs, both of you. Once you've done your 5, that's the first obstacle course challenge done. Whoever does it in the quickest amount of time wins the first challenge.
Okay.
All right, gang, are you ready?
Ooh, I'm ready.
Nervous. I'm going up against...
Sorry.
Oh, God, never mind.
Yeah, no, she's just like, testing the strength and durability of the product. Zoe has already come in with our consumer control. Well done. All right, our first obstacle begins in 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
No! Go forward!
I want to see an insane trick. Nice, Ryle.
Go.
You can do it.
Come on.
You can do it.
This. You got
You can do it almost. Oh,
come on.
Yes, and she lifted one wheel.
Come on,
Nice.
we almost there. Come on, come on, come on.
Come on, Ryle. You can do this, son. You can do it.
Come on.
Oh, he's just all about the stunts.
I can't turn, G.
Are you trying to attack me? You can do it.
Come on.
The problem is...
got this. Zoe's catching.
Okay, you passed the mark.
Go,
You can do it. You can do it.
Let's skip, let's skip.
There were 9 skips, just by the way.
She's doing a double-legged...
11.
Nice.
13.
5. Nice.
Oh, how many in total?
5.
You've done it. You've done your 5. Well done. I'm going to call it a draw for our first. Well done,
I did
guys.
15 skips.
Okay, I'll give you an added bonus point. Come across to our next station here. Great start to the challenge. You're going to take your little bestie here, and you're going to put her in the stroller, beautiful little pink stroller.
Okay.
And then you're going to race across to our next station, where you'll find a little makeup kit and a little tea set. Okay, what I need you to do simultaneously, okay, is put some eyeshadow on, like you do all the time, really.
Okay,
come on.
okay.
Okay, while you're putting the eyeshadow on and using the cool little utensils in the mirror, you've got to fill up your teacups as well.
Aww.
It's not boiling tea, but you've got to pretend that it is. And you've got to get some of that water or our tea into every cup while you're doing your eye makeup. And it is a race, okay? So just bear in mind that you've got little passengers.
Okay.
But all right, the next challenge from Station 2 starts in 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
Nice and gentle.
Nice. I like that level of care, Ryle.
Yeah.
Zoe's ready.
Not just about the destination, G. It's also about the journey.
Exactly.
Strapped in there, ready to go.
Nice and safe.
Yeah.
Race. Get to your workstation.
All right, let's get to work.
All right.
What is eyeshadow?
All right, yeah.
Nice, Ryle.
I'm queen of multitasking.
Oh, no.
Okay, so he's going to put some... There we go. She's getting her lipstick on. And water's being poured. You better get on it. Zoe is smashing this. You can see someone's used to having done...
the pinky.
Thank you. Yes, perfect. And Zoe is done.
She's done.
Oh, but it's worth just watching Raul do that. Look beautiful. You've never looked so beautiful. It's neck and neck. I'm going to say it's tied now with one champion from each of our stations so far. Great job. To station 3 we go. Follow me. All right. Now we enter into the arena once again. You'll see 3 balls in front of you guys, and you'll see these beautiful pop-up tents. These are like the most useful thing you can get as a parent. Honestly, they are so much fun as well, but not for you, because you've got to now get that ball, all 3 of them in fact, into that little opening, okay? And the first person to get all 3 in wins our 3rd challenge. You up for this?
I think I should surely have the advantage here. Zoe's been taking me on in every single challenge. She's got heels on. This should be mine, Chi.
You may fire off in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Oh, wow.
What's going on here?
I can kick it in.
What's going on here?
I didn't say how. I think Zoe's... Oh, Raul, I like it, I like it. There we go.
Baby.
Points for style. Where are you going, my friend? Get back in there.
All about power.
Give it another shot. And Zoe...
Zoe, how many you got in?
All 3. I can't believe it. Oh, beautiful.
Got this.
Points for style, my friend. Points for style. Finesse points for sure. Absolutely love it. But Zoe, she figured out the loophole and she did a beautiful dribbling technique.
I asked you,
I love
do I
it.
just have to kick it in? And you said yes.
Yep, you were humble there, my friend. It's always in the fine print. Beautiful stuff. Let's move over to obstacle 4. Let's go. Yeah. All right, welcome to our obstacle course station 4. You'll see in front of you our space blasters, really cool fun, not at all dangerous, which is great when your kid is going to be shooting, because they will shoot them at you. You'll see our beautiful sparkly bright coloured hula hoops and a stacking rack. What you're going to need to do is I'm going to hold this out here. You've got to shoot 6 of those blaster balls through here, and then you've got to move on to your packing station. You've got to pack all of the rings and end with a little elephant on top. First elephant on top wins the station. Pick up your space blasters in 3, 2, 1, go for it. And get those bobbles right in there. Push it right in there, dude. Nice.
We missed.
Didn't get the range.
Whoa, that's 2 misses, guys. 1.
No, that was not the
There we go. 2.
My first one went in.
Okay, go Zoe, go Zoe. Yeah. Nothing but rain. You got this, Zoe. Oh, Zoe is flying.
Zoe's got
nice. Zoe's done
What's
6. You
happening?
can move on to a packing station. Get that little sponge ball right in there, dude. Push it right in there. Push it right in there. There we go. Come on, Raul. She's making you look.
Come on, Raul. What are you doing?
Look at all right, at a packing station, she's done it.
Oh, you really done?
And Zoe takes the lead. Right. She has taken obstacle course 4. All right, one more challenge, guys, to decide who our ultimate craziest champion is. Let's move over to obstacle station 5. And this is where it gets real, all right? This is going to put the coordination to the ultimate test. I don't actually think that I could do this, to be honest. You've got very brightly coloured hula hoops in front of you. You're going to grab your hula hoops and you're going to start hulaing. Okay. But while you do that, you're going to have to use these beautiful little hammer sets, and you're going to have to hammer down each one of these shapes till they're flat, all right?
I need this one for my ego.
I know, dude. I'm going to
game
say,
yet.
because you've both done valiantly, but Zoe's been like a machine, all right? So I'm going to...
competitive.
So I'm going to say this is winner takes all, just to give his ego an opportunity.
Yes. That's what it's
all right.
about. That's
Just so
what
he
it's about.
feels like there's still something to fight for in this
hustle.
crazy 25-year birthday celebration. All right, athletes, you've proven your worth already. Now let's show the strength of your character, all right, and your coordination. And our hula hoop hammer challenge starts in 3, 2, 1. Take it away. Hula, hula, hula.
Hula hoop, gee, help me.
You can do it, son. You can do it, son.
Oh, yes, I got
Nice.
one.
You got one, you got one.
Wow, cool. I used to be so good as a kid.
Zoe's just more angry than you. I think
it is. The aggression's
Come
gonna win
on,
for her.
come on, you can do it. Using the other side, use the flat end of the hammer. You're making it even more difficult. There we go.
This time,
Come on, you've got this. Zoe's got about 2 centimeters left to go, Raul. You can do this, son. And Zoe's got one more hammer and it floats a land and she's done it.
No.
Come on.
I'm done with games. Wow.
a machine. Wow. And that was a bit of cardio. I didn't expect the cardio element to come into play like that.
Tough.
Well done. Can we have a resounding round of applause for our champion, Zoe Brown? Who knew the Tiger's eye?
I don't like you anymore, Zoe, actually. I don't like you anymore.
Buddy, don't take it personally. It was amazing to watch. Your failures were successes for us. Absolutely beautiful. But Zoe is our ultimate 25-year birthday celebration champion. She is indeed
Thank you.
the craziest of them
You're an
all.
amazing host. Thank you very much.
Wow, and if we could have this much fun and craziness and competitive energy with just these games, imagine what you guys could do at home. Now it's your turn to celebrate and win big with the Crazy Store for their 25th birthday bash. All you have to do is tell us what is the best item you have bought at the Crazy Store. It's a tough one. And to stand the chance of winning a 500 Rand voucher this week, remember that you must please include that hashtag, the Crazy Store birthday. And you can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. And that competition runs up until Friday, the 5th of August. So get on it. That ends at midnight. And it doesn't stop there. The Crazy Store is still crazy after 25 years, and finding great savings is a piece of cake in over 440 stores nationwide. Remember that you can also win your share of that 100,000 Rand in cash. All you have to do is spend 25 Rand or more at any Crazy Store, and you could be one of 4 lucky winners to each walk away with 25,000 Rand. Enter in-store before the 24th of August. T's and C's do apply. Just imagine, Raul, you could have bribed me with that 25 grand, man. You could have done something.
Fine. I'm going to stick out here. I need to practice. You guys could do your thing. I need to work on
I don't even know if I can do that, actually.
Can you?
I don't think I can.
I like this game.
No, I wouldn't. No, it's impossible. It's impossible. We're just not made for it, man. Well done, Zoe. You are our champion!
Big or small, we have got it all. Everyone will find something at the Crazy Store. It's no wonder South Africa considers the Crazy Store the crazy fun place to shop.
There are those who care for others, ask nothing in return, but might be in need of some care themselves. If you feel that someone in your community deserves some recognition for all they do, then Panado can't wait to hear from you. Simply reply to the Afternoon Express Facebook and Twitter pages, tell us who they are, what they do for their community, and why they should receive some care with the hashtag A Dose of Care and the hashtag PanadoSA. They can stand a chance of winning a dose of care to the value of 5,000 Rand from Panado. Afternoon Express will then add another 5,000 Rand towards the charity or nominee of choice, so they too can share in some care. Don't miss the Panado hashtag A Dose of Care competition running from the 1st of August right through to the 15th of November on Afternoon Express. T's and C's apply.
Your generosity can ignite a love for reading amongst our youth. Share your homegrown story. See Cadbury Story Edition packs. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody, to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's time to meet our performer for the day. The magical voice behind African Dream really graces the Expresso studios once again for a sit-down interview and a slew of stunning performances. I'm talking about the gracious, talented and timeless vocalist Vicky Samson is here. But before we sit down with her, let's take a listen to her arresting vocals.
This isn't enough. I want more than this. God knows I've tried, gave you more than my best. This isn't enough. I need so much more. See me walk out the door. This isn't enough.
It isn't enough. That's why we had to bring her in for all of these performances. Please, can we give her a feel-good welcome, Vicky Samson?
Vicky Samson!
Morning.
Yes!
Everybody. Morning.
Goeiemôre.
Baie goeiemôre aan julle. Hoe gaan dit?
Gaan goed, dankie. Kan ek klaar nie? Check it down.
We were just talking about the paranoia of waking up before Sparrow fart. I decided this morning. That's the new one.
And that's it. It is. It's a paranoia thing, but I'm glad you woke up. You look amazing. Like here we are, and we can't wait to catch up with you and also just hear you sing. You know, there's one thing about live music. When you watch Vicky Samson sing, it's like your heart jumps out for a second, greets you and says hello, and then jumps back in. It's beautiful. It really is. But you've recently done that to many audiences at the Artscape. Femme Fantastis.
Yes.
Let's start there. How was that experience working with so many talented individuals?
Oh man, I think it was a first for me, firstly working with an all-female big band led by the incredible Amanda Tiffin, our maestra. And so just generally the experience was phenomenal because I hadn't seen Tracy Lee Oliver in some time.
Yeah.
I'd never met Jodie Yankees, and what a brilliant talent is she. I mean, I actually shared her new song, Uhuru. I shared it on my Facebook profile because I just loved the song so much. They had the UWC choir as well. We had, what is the other amazing artist? I'm sorry, my brain is still not awake.
Zimbini is there as well.
Yeah. And so I think it was just a celebration of coming back onto a live stage, actually with like 100% capacity audience.
Yeah.
We were nearly there. We were close. So it was just so encouraging to be in that space again and sharing the stage with incredible women. And of course, Artscape is like our home because this is Tumsa. It's our head office now for the musicians union. Yeah.
And I don't take this lightly when I say this. You are a legend, but not only are you a legend in music, but also you're also so amazing because you're always passing on the baton to other people and always wanting to upskill, performances. Why do you think that is so important?
Well, you know what? I think we come from a culture and a history in this country where the music and creative industry, we've actually had to take a back seat for decades when you look at America and how far America has progressed. If you go way back to like the 70s, 80s, they had the Fame Academy. And so this is part of Tumsa's mandate and work. That was our long-term goal, that within the next 2-3 years, we will be establishing 5 academies nationally, with 2 in Gauteng, obviously, because that's such a big province. But that will be from the ages of 8. From the time you start showing talent and that your gifting is in the creative industry, that you will have a place to come to. So we'll have a curriculum that covers, academics, and then a full-on school of music, dance, learning about the business of being an artist, being a creative, copyright, all of that stuff. So that's our dream for the future for this country, because I think we still have a long way to go, but we have come a long way, and it's encouraging to see how the young artists in South Africa have progressed to becoming IP owners. They're creating their own material and their own work. And I really think this says a lot for us as a nation. even with radio and with business, with the private sector, need to come on board now. And our public, our people need to come on board and stand behind South African artists. I know I've been singing the song for years.
It's a good song.
It is
I love
really
it.
a song.
I love this song. This is the song we need to sing more often. This is why you're on the show, because the platform is here. And I know that there are many people who can be touched by that sentiment, and they need to be.
No,
in
absolutely.
fact, not touched, woken up.
Yeah, and look, the reality is, Carl, I don't think if you went to America or if you went to Europe that you're going to listen to 90% predominantly South African music on an American radio station.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that is the reality in South Africa. And so I know that there are people out there that are up in arms about this, but I'm saying, where is the proudly South African here? How are we going to sustain ourselves in the creative industry that is already, the pool is small, but we have such an incredible gift and abilities across the board with our lighting people, with our technical people, with everything that the world wants to see South Africa. But South Africa does not want to recognize itself as a truly great nation that has music and a creative industry that is an exportable product. When we wake up to this fact, we will have an industry that is truly vibrant, and that means public, government, business needs to buy into the African dream, because that's what we're about.
But this is why we have mentors like you. We need this conversation to keep going.
Thank you for giving us the platform, you know, because as president of this union, it's been 5.5 years between the General Secretary and I. We've been doing it voluntarily. We have a wonderful, we're represented in all 9 provinces now. We have just under 2,500 members, which includes some of our biggest names. And our provincial secretaries nationally have been incredible. They've come alongside us now, so we've had that support. But it's been hard work to get the buy-in of musicians even, because musicians have been feeling so let down and promises. But we at NEDLAC level, engaging with part of the President's master plan for the entire creative industry. There's a blueprint that is now it's a white paper at this moment, and we're waiting for that to be approved so that we can become a bill for the creative industry. So all of us are going to be affected by this.
This is inspiring. And this is what we need. And I know that Vicky Samson will be performing for you a little bit later. Plus, we'll be chatting about an event you can see on the 8th of August. But speaking of the African dream, we have 5 best friend duos bringing Christmas cheer to this Wednesday as they bake all for the chance to win the grand prize worth 50,000 Rand to make all their baking dreams a reality. Take a peek.
And just like that, Christmas waves its magic wand over the Expresso studio in July, and it is transformed. Suddenly everything becomes a little brighter, a little more beautiful, a little lighter, a little fluffier, and a whole lot more delicious. The moment has finally arrived. The much anticipated Golden Cloud Beacon Christmas in July competition finale is here, and we could not be more excited and I think more nervous at what lies ahead. Our 5 duos are going to start doing battle today. Then in the next round, 5 will become 3. Then those 3 teams will compete to make it into our grand finale, where our final 2 duos will of course be vying for a grand prize worth 50,000 Rand. Let that sink in, contestants. And of course, there is a theme. We're going to inspire you today, and this little saying kind of sets the tone. Christmas cookies and happy hearts. This is how the holiday starts. Just a little clue there. But before we let our contestants loose in this kitchen, let's meet these incredible duos who have fought so hard to get you. So give us a little wave when I say your name. First up, our first best friends baking duo is Mashoto, otherwise known as Bubbles, and Nolly from Johannesburg, who met at a food event and are now great friends and business partners. Next, we have our mama and daughter duo from KZN. It's Rita and Taneshni Mudli. Then love is in the air with our third duo, Adrian and Simon from Johannesburg. Next, we've got our siblings duo, all the way from Joburg as well. It's big sister Lebogang and her little brother Sean, the only gent in the mix, incidentally. And then our last duo, also from Johannesburg, well represented today, high school besties, Danielle and Jazan. Congratulations, guys. Welcome to all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'm so nervous for you because I know what it's going to take today. Now, you'll see in front of you a big, beautiful red mystery box. Inside this box is your inspiration for your first challenge. You can, right now, lift the lid off your boxes and take a look. Ah! Don't eat it yet. Oh, you can. You are allowed to eat it whenever you want. But therein lies your inspiration, guys. You are required to bake us your best ever Christmas-themed cookies, obviously using Golden Cloud and Beacon products. And of course, you can choose from a very wide variety, carte blanche. You guys can go crazy. In fact, the only rule is they need to be amazing. Are they going to be amazing? Of course, I love that. Now, the judges, who have a very tough job, are going to be looking at 3 key criteria. First of all, that idea, the design of it. They're going to be looking at the flavor and, of course, what got you guys here, the creativity. All of that needs to come to bear. Here's the kicker. You've got just 1 hour to bake these cookies, and it is going to go so quickly, so stay on it. One of you be pacekeeper, if you will, pushing the other team member because it's going to fly. So you need to stay in the zone. Once we get to the end of that hour, our judges will taste your creations. Then 5 become 3. Dun, dun, dun. 3 are going to go through, which means 2 teams are going to be eliminated. That's what's at stake here. And you are going towards a 50,000 Rand grand prize. All right, are you ready?
Ready.
Yes. Bakers, you can start your engines in 3, 2, 1. Get baking! Off to a flying start while our bakers get busy. Let's meet those with the most difficult job, and I can say because I've played this role before, our judges. An incredible panel this morning. So we've got Digital Director at Tiger Brands, Sadiqa Fakir. Welcome back. Along with Marketing Manager at Tiger Brands, Roxy Naika. So we also have our very own chef and recipe developer, Tando Manyoni, as well as chef and food stylist, Sebastian Newman. Welcome, guys. Sadiqa, are you ready to do this all over again?
I don't think I was ready, but I'm hungry, and I think that's what counts.
3 rounds of recipes to eat our way through as well, but ultimately 1 winning duo. Oh, cookies are amazing, but cookies shared with the best friend even better. We're going to find out how this cookie is going to crumble in just a moment.
Get planning for a much-needed Johannesburg urban lifestyle family getaway. Rediscover cafes, restaurants, bars, galleries, and museums to enhance your stay with our kids. Stay and eat for free or 50% off on second-room family offers. Marriott's portfolio presents a full and diverse range of outstanding hotels in Johannesburg, each uniquely designed with its own personality. Book now, emea.marriott.com.
Nourish your skin with Ingram's for Men, enriched with triple glycerine for 48-hour moisture and no stickiness. New look Ingram's. Your skin, your brave.
Introducing new Ingram's hemp oil range to nourish dry skin.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3, and we're doing something special right now. Of course, we're having so much fun on the show. We're going to continue to do exactly that. And it's time to reflect and get honest in another round of moments, memories, and more. Now, today we are talking about dreaming big. And the lady joining us today is a lady who had the African dream. Yes, you heard it correctly, and you guessed it correctly. It is Vicky Samson joining us this morning alongside the beautiful Jamie Lee Donberg. And we are going to be doing something special this morning, ladies, asking you questions, getting you some insight, and of course, loving to hear your opinion. Now, the first question we have this morning is, if you weren't doing what you're doing right now, what would you actually be doing for a living? So if you weren't celebrating using that gift that you've been given as a voice to entertain the world, what would you actually be doing?
It's interesting. I never thought of this question for you.
Well, to be honest, actually, I haven't thought of it in years, but to be honest, I always thought I would become a veterinary surgeon.
Oh, wow, okay.
When I was a little girl, I was like, because my love for animals and that is what I thought I would be before I realized actually that I have a singing voice.
I have a gift.
Yeah, and I mean, that didn't happen until I was in my teens, that this is actually my career, and it's possibly going to become my career, but that's what I wanted to be.
At what age did you start singing?
I think I was about 3 years old when I got this little toy red piano, and that was it. I've been singing at family events and school things. And
the seed was planted early on.
My dad was known as South Africa's Johnny Mathis.
Wow.
My late father, yeah.
Wow.
Thank you for that red toy, because otherwise we wouldn't have been blessed with this voice.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Jamie, what would you be doing, by the way?
It's so funny because
you've done quite a bit, yeah.
It's so funny because I actually just answered this question on an Insta Live last week, but there was no backup plan for me. I just knew that I was always going to be in the entertainment space. So it was either this, or I probably would have still been on cruise ships entertaining people around the world, but there was no backup plan. It was either TV industry, being on stage somewhere, but in front of an audience, in front of a mic, on the stage. That was always the dream.
That's kind of like that. There's no plan B. This is what I'm doing.
You have
no
to.
compromise.
What about you, Mr. Nature Boy? Because you could do anything in this world.
I honestly would probably, I think the stage in my life where I'm at right now, I take so much joy in helping people, and I'd use whatever skill I have to do exactly that. I'm obviously an advocate for moving and inspiring people to spend time in the outdoors and fill up their cup. So for me, I do anything involving guiding people in the mountain, maybe being a lifeguard or a personal trainer or something along those lines, or maybe a life coach even.
You've done all of this.
Gotta figure out my lifestyle first.
You're living out your dream.
Talking about dreams, though, we always dream big, especially as we were kids, right?
Right.
What was one of those dreams that you had, that you dreamed, that actually materialized, Vicky? Because I know there's a couple for you, surely.
Well, I don't think I've actually fully realized my potential, my dreams.
Okay.
I have a very big dream at this point still that has been sitting with me for about 15, more than 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's a project, actually, that is geared towards this continent and Africa and the healing of our people and our nation and of this continent, because, you know, we still have this fight now with our wildlife, the rhinoceros fight and all of that. And, in fact, African Dream has just been used now for a little campaign to save the rhino. But I think that is, for me, right at this moment in time, is still a dream that needs to be worked at, and it's huge, but it's amazing how God works in your life, because things have been falling into place and people have been coming alongside me.
Puzzle pieces come together slowly.
The pieces are coming together, because at some point I had to go and say, I can't do this, oh my word, I'm going to leave it alone for a moment, and I've done that. And what's happened is that all these things are now coming together towards realizing that dream, and it's called Conversation Peace in Africa.
Oh, wow.
That is the project and that is the dream, and it's bigger than me, and it involves everybody, you know. So
absolutely love that. And just the fact that we're talking about it now adds to that materialization.
Yeah.
Dream big, speak about it, Mzansi, and get that out there, because you're the first one that needs to believe it before everybody else does. So I love how you mentioned that. Jamie, your side?
His time and his season. This job right here, I remember in 2018, I was still working on cruise ships, and I made a status on Facebook, and the memory always pops up where I said, you know what, one day I'm going to quit my job working on cruise ships and work on SABC3 on Top Billing. That time Top Billing was still around. And I manifested that, and a year later, I was actually auditioning for this job, and here I am being a whole TV presenter on
You realize you need
Expresso.
to actually be careful what you wish for and be careful what you wish for,
100%.
because look at what I'm witnessing right now. It's all materializing, right?
You know, I think that is part of for human beings. It is not the things that we can't do that scares us. It's the things that we can do. And I'm learning that even as I'm growing older in years, you know, that the things that I fear most are the things that I've desired in my heart and dreamt about, and at times that I believe I could do, but because I'm too scared to take that first step. And so hence, if you have a dream, and a very good friend and I have just been talking about the power of dreams, and it was actually confirmed for him yesterday in some message that he saw somewhere on Instagram, and he sent it to me, and it has to do with exactly that. Everything starts with a dream, and where does the dream come from? It comes from our Creator. And when you've had that dream, that means that God will provide everything you need and you require, even if you don't have all this, because nobody does. We don't have all the pieces.
Yeah.
We all have to come alongside each
figuring
other.
it out.
So he's part of that. He is the master planner. So you just have to believe in that dream and you have to keep going. No person on this earth has the right to tell you, oh, that's nonsense. Oh, that can never happen.
For sure.
Yes, I love it.
His
I
time
love
and
it.
his season
In
as well.
his
His time, his season.
I love it, ladies. Thank you so much for sharing this insight. I feel like these conversations are always absolutely valued. I think from Zanzi that's listening, been absolutely inspiring too. And with that, don't forget, your dreams are big. They must be scary. And you need to speak it into existence. Like you've seen right now on this roundtable discussion, it is all about making it materialize. So today's your last chance, of course, also to enter this week's competition. And that is a simple one that is going to be so much easier for you to answer. Now you've got to tell us what your ideal winter's night in is, right? So what is your ideal winter night in going to be? And you can share your answer with us on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter page and use the hashtag #MoreThanARusk in your entry. Now, the best entry will have a shot at winning the 2,000 Rand cash prize plus the Omar Rusk's hamper. Now, don't forget the T's and C's do apply and can be found on expressoshow.com. And with that being said, don't stop dreaming, don't stop believing, and don't stop chasing your magic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vicky.
There's more in every dip with Omar.
So many incredible performances coming up. This is from Vicky Samson, and I can tell you South Africa has many national anthems. And of course, Sikeleli Afrika is one of them. Sister Bettina, even another one. Jerusalema, maybe even Kurt Darren's Captain. But this is by far my favorite South African national anthem. Please rise for African Dream. This is Vicky Samson.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mzansi. 27 years, and the African dream is still a dream. Rise up, Africa. Rise up, beautiful people. Sometimes alone in the evening, I look outside my window at the shadows in the night. I hear the sound of distant crying, the darkness multiplying, and weary hearts deny. And all I feel is my heartbeat, beating like a drum, beating with confusion. And all I hear are the voices telling me to go. But I could never run, 'cause in my African dream, there's a new tomorrow. My African dream is a dream that we can follow. Now when the night begins to fall, I listen for your call. I listen for your heartbeat. And all along my dream is
then the pain of the illusion will disappear again, and we will never possess my African dream. You know, there's a new tomorrow. My African dream is a dream that you and me can follow. You know, though it would seem, my hopes are an illusion. My African dream is an end to this confusion. Wherever you are now, Zanzi, I want to see you. Put your hands together. In our
I still believe in the African dream. I do. Yes. Vicky Samson. Yes, I wear it too. Yes, man. Oh, this is beautiful. Vicky Samson will be back with some more performances. That was absolutely, I mean, the Huna Vleis, ek sê. Beautiful stuff. Stay right there. We got more Huna Vleis for you. Maybe even Huna on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Stay right there.
New Revlon Color Stay Matte Like Crayon. Play it up. Bold matte color goes on as easy as a crayon. Feels barely there. Super soft, 12 rocket poppin' shades. New Revlon Color Stay Matte Like Crayon. Wanna play?
the Feel Good Breakfast Show. You're live in S3 and we are just loving your company. I'm so glad you stayed. I love the fact that you can talk to Raul and I about Christmas in July and what your favorite meals are from this beautiful celebration. 0634088863. All you have to do is send through a little voice note. And what is your family's best when it comes to Christmas in July? A Christmas bake. Please send it through. Let's hear some of your voice notes.
Yeah, let's hear it out. Obviously, they'll be coming in thick and fast. I think Mzansi definitely loved this one. So let's hear our first voice note of the day. Who's it gonna be?
Good morning, Expresso show. My family's favorite bake is the fruitcake. I love it and wish I could have it all year. Thank you. This is Emlyn.
Yeah,
wow.
Is it a fruitcake?
Yeah, you can actually have a fruitcake all year because it never goes old.
That's true. It doesn't
lasts
ever expire.
all the way to the next Christmas.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
The
but
magic
it's
of
good.
Christmas.
Sure. Okay, well, who else do we have over here? Let's take a little listen here.
Good morning, SAFTA-nominated Expresso. My name is Cebisile Majola. My family's favorite bake is lasagna. Oh, my kids love lasagna. They always want me to make lasagna on Christmas. If I ask them what to do on Christmas, lasagna is always on top of the list.
Wow.
Yeah,
I heard the lights. It's like, lasagna! Is it happening now? Wow, this is really great, eh? And honestly,
really, indeed,
it's beautiful, the lasagna. Now, but speaking of your family's, best bake, I mean, we can smell Christmas all around the studio. Can you smell it?
I can definitely smell it. It's time to check in on our Golden Cloud Christmas in July finalists and see how those Christmas cookies are coming along.
All right, I'm getting excited, which means the judges must be getting excited or maybe a little bit nervous. What are you looking for today?
Taste. It's got to be taste. I'm picky when it comes to a little cookie. It's got a crunch, but you've got to surprise us with the ingredients. It's got a. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that pop of spice or that pop of a sweet. So surprise and delight us, but the taste. It's going to come down to how best have you used Golden Cloud and Beacon to really bring together an amazing cookie.
I'm really looking for a taste of nostalgia, like take me back to the Christmas feeling, but take me back to the warmth, the family, just all the good vibes of Christmas. Like I want to eat this and be like, these are my friends, this is a good time, like make me forget.
Everything's going perfectly. We have a lot of time on our hands, so yeah, I'm more relaxed right now.
I'm rolling the dough for our red velvet cookies right now. It's going good. The dough, the consistency of the dough is good.
We are doing two types of cookies. So I'm doing the sugar cookie. We are hoping that it's going to stand out through the flavor and the creativity that we have within, especially with the cookies.
To impress me, I think this round we definitely are going to be looking at how well the duos work together. We want to see that both of them are contributing to the creation, most importantly. And outside of that, taste and also presentable. We do want to see a beautiful creation.
Listen, we eat with our eyes first, so all the cookies that I see today, I want to be impressed. It needs to look good first and foremost. And then, of course, I'm probably going to be the most technical judge. So a cookie needs to be crunchy on the outside. And like you said, Sadiqa, surprise me.
We're taking an original vanilla cookie and we're adding in all the Christmas spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, all those kind of things. And we are very creative people. I'm especially creative, turning a simple original cookie into a Christmas cookie.
I'm trying to make a Christmas tree out of the chocolate for decoration on top of the cookie.
Our cookie recipe is going to stand out above the rest because we're not using one recipe. We're sort of like combining some recipes and some things we've learned through our years of baking.
Bass, I can see you've got your judgy face on, which is exactly what I expected. It's your role today. Looking around at what's going on now, lots of creativity, kind of organized chaos as well. What do you make of our contestants so far?
So Sadiq and I were chatting and we were saying that we haven't seen one team do a double batch of cookies. What's going to happen in the event something falls, something breaks. I don't think anybody's thought that far. So I'm a little bit nervous because all I see is a mess right now, and I'm hoping that we're going to get some nice things coming out of the kitchen.
I think the danger could be that they may not have enough time to get that creation looking spunky. They might have spent a bit too much time on the cookies and not enough time on the decor. And they might be too hot and some melting might happen.
Planning, and of course you know how difficult it is to cook under pressure. It's one thing doing it at home in your own kitchen. It's another thing when the clock is ticking and it is fast running out. But I've got high hopes. I believe in the people, and I'm starting to see the cookies come out of the oven, and the smell is amazing. Guys, keep it up. Even our judges are waiting and desperate for you to achieve something special here, because they've got to taste your cookies. They want deliciousness. Keep going, guys. That clock is ticking. Come on.
What do you want to play?
The people we love are the ones that need us most. They'll always need a place to call home and opportunities to build their future.
Daddy, come.
That's why I took out life insurance from Old Mutual, so he'll always get what he needs, even if I'm not there.
Get 5 million Rand life insurance for only 509 Rand per month. Speak to your advisor and help your family get ahead of life.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here in S3, and still ahead of you, Jenny Morris has got some cooking for you, Vicky Samson some music, and Jamie Lee Domberg with the latest.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wasey. 3 minutes after 8 o'clock, time to have a final look at those news headlines. Police Minister Becky Cele says more than 40 suspected illegal miners have been arrested in an anti-crime operation in Krugersdorp on the West Rand. Cele yesterday led an underground operation. The anti-crime blitz was one of several raids conducted at mine dumps in the wake of the gang rape of 8 young women last week, after which scores were also arrested. Cele says the police and the Walks are in hot pursuit of those who are in charge of the syndicates involved in illegal mining on the West Rand. Then staying on the local front, the KwaZulu-Natal Liquor Authority estimates that the province has over 7,000 illegal liquor outlets. The organisation regulates liquor licensing and control of the liquor industry in the province. The regulatory board has raised concerns that illegal liquor outlets contribute to high levels of crime and is also concerned that these illegal establishments are selling alcohol to minors. The authority is currently cooperating with police to close down illegal liquor outlets. Then looking to news on the international front, Nigeria's government says it has banned the importation of SIM cards used in mobile phones. Communications Minister Issa Pantami said at an industry conference that the cards are now produced in Nigeria. He added that the ban was part of the government's efforts to promote local manufacturing following the launch in June of a SIM card factory in Lagos. He explained that Nigeria, as the most populous nation in Africa, should not be importing goods that could be made domestically. Then China's Foreign Affairs Ministry has strongly condemned US Speaker of the House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, calling it, and I quote, a serious violation of the One China principle that will have a severe impact on the political foundation of China-US relations. The ministry said Pelosi's visit gravely undermines peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait and urged the US to, and I quote, not go further down this wrong and dangerous path. The trip, which is not backed by President Biden, is the first by such a senior US official in several decades. Then finally, remember this name, Caleb Bidiako has been announced as the Senior Instrumental Grand Champion of the World, as well as overall Senior Grand Champion of the World at the 2022 World Championships of Performing Arts held in Los Angeles in the US. Now, Caleb is in matric at St. Albans College in Pretoria, and he is a talented musician who plays multiple instruments. It's these varied skills that have earned him the championship title in the performing arts. Now, he set off for Los Angeles in the hopes of making his dream come true, and he did it in splendid fashion. The championship is considered the Talent Olympics of the world, where people from over 70 countries come together to compete for the title of the best performer. Think along the lines of America's Got Talent, but on a global scale and for a championship title. The talented artists that go head-to-head include singers, musicians, actors, models, and variety artists, and Caleb outperformed them all to bag the title. Caleb Bidiako is officially the best performer in the world, and we are owning that. That being said, that is where I leave your news headlines. It's time to have a final look at the sports. Here's Graham.
We start with the Commonwealth Games and going from one sensation to another. It was 19-year-old superstar in the making, Laura van Niekerk's day yesterday as she claimed her second Commonwealth Games gold medal. She produced a stunning win in the women's 100-meter breaststroke event. Van Niekerk's time, in fact, 1 minute 5.47 seconds. That as compatriot Tatjana Schoenmaker completed an impressive 1-2 for Team South Africa, claiming that silver medal there. Then Peter Kutzer continued his good form. He won his third medal at the Games, taking bronze in the 200-meter backstroke, and he adds to the gold from the 100-meter backstroke and silver from the 50-meter backstroke that he won earlier in the week. Then outside the pool, success there as well as the women's lawn bowls fours, consisting of Johanna Snyman, Esme Kriya, Bridget Kalitz, and Tabelo Movango also claimed a silver medal. Then we can get excited about rugby all over again and possibly a little bit nervous. It's rugby championship time, and Springbok coach Jacques Nienaber has made 3 changes to his starting team that ran out for that final test against Wales for their opening rugby championship fixture against New Zealand in Nelspruit this coming Saturday. So Malcolm Parks, he earns his 50th test cap. He runs out at hooker in place of Bongi Mbonambe. Then Faf de Klerk, he comes in at scrum half in a rotational switch with Jaden Hendrickse. And the only injury-enforced change is out in the right wing, where Kirkley Arendse gets his break. He'll earn his second test cap in place of Cheslin Colby, who's still recovering from that broken jaw. Then on to cricket. Pace bowler Ollie Robinson has been recalled to the English squad. That's for the first 2 tests against South Africa. The 28-year-old hasn't played a test since the final match of the Ashes series in January this year. Robinson comes in for fellow seamer Jamie Overton, who has been ruled out with a hand and foot injuries sustained playing for his county side Surrey. The only other change from the squad that beat India in July is the omission of wicketkeeper Sam Billings, with Ben Foakes now fit to return behind the stumps. The first test in that three-match series begins at Lord's on Wednesday, the 17th of August. Then more to report on a story that broke yesterday in Formula One. Oscar Piastri says he will not replace Fernando Alonso at Alpine next season. That's after the team had stated that he would. Now, Alpine announced yesterday afternoon that the 21-year-old would race, quote, in line with the commitments made by the team to the young Australian. But Piastri then tweeted that he had, quote, again, not signed a contract with Alpine for 2023 and will not be driving for them next year. He added that the announcement was wrong and came without his agreement. So we'll certainly watch that space, but that's where we leave our sport for this morning. Let's get one last look at the roads.
Thank you so much. It's time to take a look at the roads this morning. A lot of you are on the road or potentially leaving to plan your route, so hopefully this can assist you as you make your way there. Now, starting off in Gauteng, Pretoria, there's been an accident involving a pedestrian on the N4 eastbound. Now, this after the Proefplaas interchange. Now, 2 lanes are closed and heavy delays can be expected, so please use an alternative route this morning. Now, sticking to our traffic news and heading over to the Western Cape in Bellville on the R300 northbound. There is congestion before the N1 inbound ramp, so please again allow for extra travel time this morning wherever you are planning for your destination. Out in KZN, KwaZulu-Natal, Westville, there has been an accident on the N2 northbound. Now, this after the EB Klutter interchange, obstructing 3 lanes in total. Now, please do look out for this and also allow for extra travel time. And for everybody else heading on the roads, make sure that you buckle up and stay safe when you do so. For now, though, let's head from the roads up to the sky and see what's happening with the weather. Reporting on all things weather and with weather news first up on the list, an environmental story with razor-sharp teeth. Well, in a bid to protect the endangered Komodo dragons of Indonesia, visitors will be charged 4,300 Rand to visit the main island in Komodo National Park. Now, this coming up from 225 Rand before, quite an increase. Now, the government hopes to limit visitors' numbers and protect the endangered lizards from overexposure to humans. But this has led Indonesian tourism workers to go on strike. Now, local workers say it will scare off tourists completely, causing their income to dry up. Now, Indonesia is home to around 3,300 rare Komodo dragons, and the world's largest lizard has a razor-sharp teeth, a venomous bite, and grows to a length of some 3 meters long. Now, the unique dinosaur-like appearance attracts busloads of tourists from all over the world to see the endangered species in the flesh. Now, the local government hopes that the raised ticket prices will reduce the number of tourists, also helping to return the island to their rightful owner, and that being the dragons. Oh, I absolutely love this story. And for our final weather update, we had this spectacular image sent in by Caro Dassenville, all the way from Umdloti Beach. Now, look at this. It's a stunning view with the sun burning calmly in the distance. And this is what we came for, seeing incredible sunrise images like this. Yes, please. We've got another one coming through from Verity Barnes, who sent us this warm painted morning. It's a sky that is all the way out in Riebeek West, and it looks like a pastel of faded colors going from blue to orange. I absolutely love it. Next up on the list, we've got Shakira Manuel, who sent us this baby pink cloudy sky all the way out in Cape Town. Nice shot. Very, very nice shot indeed. But finally, for this morning, sharing a stunning shot, it is Mona Heng. It is a shot of the sun warming up the beach all the way out in Maritzburg. I mean, look how gracefully that seagull is just sitting there, almost like it was planned, waiting for this pose, all while the sun reflects across the sand. I absolutely love it. That's got to be one of the winners for this morning. And again, Mzansi, thank you so much for these incredible pictures. Don't forget to share your sunrise images with us, and you can do that by sending it through to our WhatsApp line, and the number is 063-408-8863, because we'd love to see how you start your morning, wherever you are in the country. Hey, and speaking of the country, let's take a final look at the temperatures this morning. Starting off in Polokwane, once more, we've got a starting temperature of 8 degrees, moving up to a maximum of 19. Mbombela sees the day starting at 11, up to 25. Pretoria sees a minimum of 9, up to 19, with some rainfall coming through. In Johannesburg, starting the day at 8, moving up to only 15 degrees, and the rain definitely continues on your side of town. Over in Mahikeng now, the rain continues too. 10 is your low, moving up to a high of 19 degrees. In Klerksdorp, 100% chance of rain, so you can definitely expect some wet weather there, 9 all the way up to 18. And Kimberley, much the same, 8 all the way up to 18 degrees. A little bit of less rain predicted, but still rain nonetheless. And Bloemfontein, the rain does continue. 6 is your low, all the way up to 16 degrees Celsius. Over in Richards Bay now, a lot less rain coming through. 15 is your low, moving up to a high of 24 degrees. Pietermaritzburg, much the same, maybe only a potential drizzle. 10 is your low, up to a high of 25 degrees. Out in Mthatha, the day starts at 9, up to 24. And in East London, bringing a little bit more heat to the day. 9 is your low, moving up to a high of 24 degrees. In East London now, the day starting at 15, up to 25. Cradock sees a 7-degree low, up to a high of 19. Mabega sees your day starting at 13, up to a moderate 23 degrees. And George follows suit with a low of 10 and a high of 20 degrees Celsius. Moving around to the mother city in Cape Town now, where your day starts at a low of 11, only up to 18 degrees. Worcester, the rain is coming through. 6 is your low, up to a high of 20. Sutherland, a chilly start of 4 degrees, up to 14 for the day. And Uppington, bringing the heat all the way from 8 to 23 degrees Celsius. Again, Mzansi, thank you for sending those incredible pictures in. And speaking of incredible, it's time now to take our forecast into the studio, because it's the halfway mark and things are heating up in round 1 of the Golden Cloud Christmas in July finale. Now, let's find out how our best friend duos are rising to the challenge.
All right, contestants, I'm seeing a lot of color, I'm seeing a lot of creativity, and I'm seeing a lot of Christmas. I love it. Keep pushing, guys. I cannot wait to see the final creations, but you gotta go now. Go, go, go. All right, I don't want to break your stride, ladies. Adrian, Simone, you guys look happy. A cool rhythm going here, and I dig the interplay between you, like a well-oiled machine. I love it. What's the idea?
So we are going with yummy chocolate chip and marshmallow cookies. Our decorations are chocolate, marshmallow. So we're shaping them like trees and hearts and yeah.
Beautiful.
Christmas in a nutshell.
And it is quite nostalgic, but I love the fact that you're tempering your own chocolate here. I think that's going to score some points. And the caramelization on those cookies, it looks amazing. Keep it up, girls. Keep going.
Thank you.
Bubbles, Nolly?
Hello.
You're burning calories while you bake today.
We are indeed.
It's an explosion of flavor going on here, but I'm getting a lot of Christmas sense. Okay, so talk me through the idea. What's the plan here?
All right, so we've got 2 different types of cookies, which we both have gotten from our great-grandmothers and whatnot.
Oh, wow,
So it's,
cool.
yeah, so it's a bit of a history behind the cookies, but we're giving it our own modern twist. And I'm doing the ginger biscuits, and
Nice.
she's doing the
sugar cookies.
Oh, I
But
like
we're
it
giving them
coming
that
from 2 angles.
Christmassy feel, especially with the spices from the ginger cookies and a little bit of...
So does that make you the spicy one and you the sweet one?
Probably will.
Her name is Bubbles, come
She's
on.
Bubbles.
Yeah, she's got to be
She's
the
a
sweet
very
one.
bubbly person. She didn't get that nickname by mistake.
And it's a little madness in the Moodley kitchen. You guys have certainly created a table which shows a lot of activity, and I've been loving the interplay between the 2 of you. You guys really are working as a team. Who's the better baker? Who drives the process, do you think?
I need to answer it.
And just that answer tells me exactly. I love the fact that a mom and daughter are doing this. How cool is it to be baking with your daughter in this kind of environment?
It's truly amazing. Something never actually foresee, wasn't in fact for a bucket list. Whenever we watch a cooking program, we never envision something like this.
I'm seeing the Christmas theme coming through on the base level. Yeah, talk me through your design. What's the idea?
So basically we're doing 3 different designs.
Okay.
So we have a Christmas tree, we will have one with mistletoes, and we'll have a Christmas wreath.
Danielle and Jazan, I'm seeing what looks like almost stained glass here. What did you do? How did you create that?
We used the sparkle sweets of bacon and then smashed it into pieces.
Get the frustrations out.
And then it baked in the oven.
Our idea is like to bring like the Christmas balls and ornaments you put on a tree, to bring that to a cookie, and also like the ginger man.
Because the ginger man is what got us into the competition.
Really? Paying homage to your roots. I absolutely love that. Brilliant. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Lebo, good luck, guys. I love it when we've got a family duo, because obviously you guys are really close. First of all, what are you creating? What's the idea?
It's organized chaos. So we're making an almond and orange shortbread cookies and red velvet and vanilla shortbread cookies.
Wow, so that's quite an undertaking. Are you going to get it done in time?
Yeah,
You don't have a choice?
I don't hope so.
Oh, it's all looking beautiful. I'm getting the Christmas vibes. I'm getting the Christmas sense as well. Just keep pushing, guys. You're doing a fantastic job. Well done, everybody. It's looking amazing. The creations are starting to come together. I can see the vision, but you are running out of time. So speed up, get on it, keep going, guys. Push, push, push.
Defeat your mucus monster, Mucofizz. Loosen mucus and phlegm for clearer airways. Brought to you by Pharmadynamics.
You'll always know how much I love you. I hope that you never stop learning and growing. That you'll be brave and joyful and kind. And that one day, when you look at me and I look at you, we'll love the wonderful you that you've become. It all begins with purity.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, thanks for staying with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. Now, let's talk about Nestlé, Milo. We know that they are making it their mission to promote active, healthy lifestyles and mental development. Now, they recently teamed up with Sportsman's Warehouse to bring us the most incredible competition where several lucky winners have an opportunity to win a 20,000 Rand trolley dash for not only themselves, but for a school of their choice too, which I think is fantastic. Now, here to tell us all about it and how it works and how it's been going, we welcome Nestlé's ESAR's marketing manager. It's Lauren van Wyk. Lauren, good morning. It's good to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
This is such an incredible competition. I remember that we were there when the first winner for It's Go Time was announced, and now we have this. Tell us all about it.
So yeah, It's Go Time competition is just amazing for us. We know that the kids are just busy from the time they wake up in the morning till the time they go to sleep at night. So that's where this was built for us, and they need the energy to go further. So that's why we decided to have this competition, and so that we could get kids active, get them equipped for getting out there and just enjoying life again.
Yeah, but now this competition is very exciting. Let's go into the nuts and bolts of how it works. How does it work?
So literally all one has to do is buy a tin of Milo powder, any participating pack. They call the USSD line and they enter into the competition. It's as easy as that.
It sounds straightforward.
So at many of the outlets, we're even having activations where consumers can actually engage with the brand and play some games and have more chances to enter. Okay.
Lots of chances to win hopefully means lots of winners to potentially get out of this. How many winners will there be and how will they be chosen?
So up until the end of August, we will have 12 individual winners in total. Plus, each winner can nominate a school, and the school with the most votes, to the 12 schools, I should say, with the most votes, also get to win a 20,000 Rand trolley dash, because we don't want to equip only the individuals, but we also want to make sure that the schools are equipped for kids as well.
It's dash, dash, dash. Now, I know you mentioned earlier on the social experiments, and we've enjoyed being part of them. How do they tie in with this trolley dash competition?
So, you know, it really is all about energy. As parents, we really don't understand what type of energy our kids need to get them throughout the day. So really, our aim was to send 3 parents back to school to literally see if they could cope with what the energy needs are that their kids have. And I'm sure you saw the videos, but it speaks volumes.
The kids do spend a lot of energy all throughout the day. We now know, because that was an eye-opener, just how important energy is. Why is it so important to make sure we equip them with the right energy and energy resources to make sure that they can get through the day?
Well, you know, actually it first starts with diet. And that morning breakfast, a nutritious breakfast in the morning, really gives a good energy start to the day. Adding a cup of warm Milo or even a glass of cold Milo to it just gives that sustained energy to go further, because Milo literally helps to release energy from the food your child eats during the day. And we know that we don't want them to have that energy gap and be tired and not be able to participate throughout their day. So really it's important for us to close that energy gap for them.
Because it's go time.
It's go time.
All the time. Lauren van Beek put it here. It's been so fantastic connecting with Nestlé Milo in this way. And there you have it. A good breakfast accompanied with a glass or a mug of Milo can go a long way, especially because we know it's go time for our kids. Now, remember, you can win your very own Sportsman's Warehouse trolley dash. It's worth 20,000 Rand for you and a school of your choice. Simply buy a tin of Nestlé Milo and enter the competition by following instructions. And if you want the T's and C's, you can find them on their website. Remember to also keep an eye out for the Nestlé Milo It's Go Time teams at your local shopping center. Good luck, everybody.
It's go time with a cup of Nestlé Milo at breakfast. Give your kids the energy to go further.
Milo! Milo!
All right, let's think about this. Culinary classics with just 5 ingredients. Hold my spatula. Let's go.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Now, a classic dessert that will never go out of style is custard tart. I know, because I've been really craving one for a long time now. But did you know that it only takes like 5 ingredients to make a delicious custard tartlet? And Jenny Morris will join me, her favorite tart, to make a tart in your kitchen in the Feel Good Breakfast Show. Jenny Morris, an honor and a pleasure as always.
Oh, my sweetheart, I'll be your tart for today.
Woo, yes!
Custard tart. This is a beautiful Clover classic.
Okay, Clover classic, and
yes.
which is great. I even got like some facts about that I can tell you about.
Oh, please
let me tell you.
Yes,
okay, because I'll do that for you. Now, Clover
me.
classic custard.
Yes.
It's versatile, like you, Jenny Morris.
Absolutely.
It's you can use it in desserts. It makes them nice and sweet and creamy. Deliciousness will be added when you add this, and of course you can enjoy it on its own. The thing is, the best time on its own is at night when no one can see you drinking from the Clover Classic bottle. I know this too. Now, it's the perfect treat to spoil your family with a classic recipe for that timeless taste. And trust me, it goes with pretty much anything. I might just pour it over my hand and lick, but I won't do that for you today because you're making tarts. Now, Jenny Morris.
Yes, darling.
The way you do this, so you've poured in some of the Clover Classic custard. 2 cups.
2 cups.
Into a saucepan.
That's it.
Did I say the pot name right?
Darling, you said the saucepan, so perfectly
Thank you very
right.
much. I appreciate it.
So what I'd like you now to do is
Yes.
make a little well in the middle of your gorgeous chocolate biscuits and pour that melted butter
Okay, I can do that.
Straight
The
in,
well
yes.
goes in. And I'm going to rotate, because I like rotating when it's a pour, because
There
that
we
way
go.
there's good
Yes.
distribution.
I
Because
love
the
it.
thing is, this is going to be ensuring that this applies
well mixed.
to the little container.
Yes, and while you're containing yourself, I'm
I
going to
can't.
take... Nor can I. I'm going to take a little bit of my warmed custard.
Okay.
And I'm going to mix it with the corn flour. I mean, this is ridiculous. It is that easy. And I'm going to thicken it up nicely.
Aha,
Okay,
I got
so
you.
that's tempering it. And we've got these lovely caramel beads. So this is going to go into here with all of this
Yum.
beautiful beauty.
So what you're trying to do is you're thickening it up so that obviously it gets a better setting opportunity.
Yes, yes. The consistency is going to be absolutely gorgeous. But when we cut into the tart, darling,
Yes, darling.
you're going to be able to taste the beauty. In it goes.
In it
And you
goes.
can be rough and onbeskoff because I love the jagged edges. So don't be too neat and tidy.
No, I won't be neat and tidy. I will be rough and almost
Yes, but just make sure that the base is here. Let me give you this. Sometimes it just a little bit of help from your friend. Look at you, darling. Go on.
you.
Get on with it.
I was still going to be fancy and stuff. The way you do that now is great. Okay, cool. Oh, my word.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes, yes, you are. Oh, you talking about the start. Sorry, yes.
Yes, darling,
that too.
Now look at how this... I can smell the caramel coming up. Off.
I can smell that too, and it is amazing. It really is.
Are you ready for me?
I am ready. Well, I mean, I can try to be. I don't think anybody is ready for you, but, you know, you got something special there. Okay, so I got a bit of that upward. I like that too.
Yes,
A little
yes.
bit of design in the upward there, and
That's
then
it, darling.
there we go.
And then I'm
Done
going
and
to
dusted.
literally just take this deliciousness and I'm going to throw it over the base. Can you smell that?
I can smell. It is smelling. There's something nostalgic about it. I'm trying to place where I smelt that, but it's really,
like-
really good.
Sunday lunch.
That's what I think it is. Sunday lunch.
Custard,
something to that effect. It's wow, 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 wow. And then, obviously, for decoration later, once we've done this. So how long do we take to set this up?
Well, we'll just set it until it's nicely set. You know, we do have a recipe that's on our site, but I'm going to pretend that
Okay.
this is set.
Let's pretend.
And then you can just do this.
And then you can get really
Any which
sort of
way.
decorative
You
with
can
it.
get,
you know,
absolutely.
You could probably dot it on if you want to be that way,
Yes.
but I prefer
I
this
like
way because, you know, at
rough and
school,
off.
I think that a lot of people think that at school cursive was a waste of time. This is what we needed it for.
Exactly.
You know, the cursive here, because I can tell that you do. It's beautiful.
But I love it. This is like modern art.
Okay, well, I'd actually like to taste the. Well, you can feed me the finished product
you
if
want
you want
the
to.
real
'cause
thing,
I'm
okay.
yes, the real thing. Remember, okay, expressoshow.com. We've got all of the ingredients. Can I walk over to that side?
You can't have a
okay,
big piece. You
I'm
can
ready.
have a small piece because we have a
Yes.
birthday here today.
There we go. I'm gonna just a small one. I just want to taste it because I think it's important to taste.
Look at that.
It really
Just
is.
look at that lovely
Yes,
ooey
indeed.
gooey.
I'm ready for you. It's
Okay,
just
darling,
it's
I'm
looking
literally gonna
unctuous.
give you- it is
That's my
unctuous.
favorite word when it comes to
Unctuous.
culinary explanations.
Oh, yes.
It's unctuousness.
Like roast pork.
There we go.
unctuous.
All right.
Look at that.
Ready to
All
go.
you're getting.
Okay.
Happy
Okay, I'm gonna do a
birthday
nice.
to you.
I'm ready to taste.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
can taste.
Ooh,
I'm just
okay.
gonna lick it.
Wow. But then again, you're holding a knife because I always knew that you are at the cutting edge of all your recipes.
Oh, hello. You're so sharp, you know.
Okay. What I'm tasting is heaven. And if you want to taste heaven in your mouth too, go to expressoshow.com. I'm sorry for talking with my mouth full, but we have a recap as well. This is so good. I'm going back in. Watch the recap.
Made with love by Clover. Oh, you can make my day.
right, teams, just under 5 minutes left. You need to be putting those final touches now on your creations. You need to cut your losses at this stage and put something onto the plate. Our judges' mouths are watering. They're ready to taste. You got to finish the job now. Keep going, guys. Keep pushing until that final second. We are behind you 100%. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to put down your tools and display your biscuits in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tools down! Give yourselves a round of applause. Wow. A lot of emotion in that bake already. Well done, guys. It looks amazing. But of course, the proof is going to be in the pudding, or in this case, the biscuits. And our judges cannot wait to taste. You guys want to stay tuned after the break. Our judges are going to have to get into the mix now and taste these amazing creations to decide on the 3 teams progressing to the next round of finale. Guys, well done. You've all done brilliantly.
It's almost time to announce that winner. We are in for more treats because we are back on the Expresso stage with Vicky Samson, the legend. Now, our next performance is a new single titled This Isn't Enough.
Thank you so much. And the song was written for me by Mark Lottering, addressing gender-based violence issues. The video is available on YouTube, as is the song. Thank you, Mark. I love you. Sing a happy song, you say, but do you know how I really feel? Sing a happy song, you say, but do you care to see the real me? I'm gonna slow this one down. I hope you don't mind, 'cause baby, here's my heart on my sleeve. This isn't enough. I want more than this. God knows I've tried, gave you more than my best. This isn't enough. I need so much more. See me walk out the door. This isn't enough. Try to make it work for us, my darling. Oh, so much more than you know.
beautifully written by Mark Lottering. And yes, you're right, this isn't enough. That's why we still have one more performance by Vicky Samson coming your way, and as well as finally announcing the winner of the duo Baker Search. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you after this.
Nourish your skin with Ingram's for Men, enriched with triple glycerine for 48-hour moisture and no stickiness. New look Ingram's. Your skin, your brave.
Introducing new Ingram's hemp oil range to nourish dry skin.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, you beautiful souls, welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and it is Christmas in July. Thank you for that. You made it feel even more authentic. Now, right here on Expresso this morning, we are asking you the question about what is your family's best Christmas bake, and we wanted you to share it with us on our WhatsApp and use the number 063-408-8863. And Carlitos has been telling me the voice notes have been coming thick and fast.
They have. All right, take a listen to this. This is a real good one.
Hi there. My family's favorite Christmas bake would have to be the fruitcake.
Oh. Fruitcake is... I told you, didn't I tell you? A fruitcake lasts. Like, if there's an apocalypse, there will be fruitcake left. Just letting you know. All right, here's another one.
My favorite Christmas bake is peppermint tart. My aunt makes the best peppermint tart ever. I'm so obsessed. I wish I could even eat it right now.
Oh, you just made me want to eat it right now.
You understand? Oh. Peppermint tart is like, that is the one.
It is a classic. It definitely is. Oh, absolutely loving this voice notes. I don't know if you have any more. Do we have any more, Carl?
Yeah, one more.
One more. Yes, please, bring it through.
So the Christmas meal would be gammon, tongue, cold meat in different types of salads, and then the dessert would be cremora tart.
Okay, by the way, I heard two things. I heard myself on your TV. Thank you for that. And then I heard the kid with the 4 seasons.
I absolutely love it. And you're making us hungry, Mzansi. Thank you for sending those voice notes in. It's definitely a moment that we've all been waiting for now, though. This is a moment that is beyond just Christmas in July, because this is a goodie, right, Carl?
It is indeed, because it is time for our Golden Cloud Christmas in July edition judges to taste the incredible Christmas cookies and decide which 3 best friend duos will make it through to the semi-finals.
The first moment of truth has arrived. Judges, we've got our creations in front of us. There's a lot of Christmas, and that nostalgia is there. I'm certainly seeing the brief represented.
I think they did really well. You can tell that they thought about each and every element and how they were going to decorate. They didn't just like make cookies. They really want to bring Christmas to us. You can see the colors that they used.
All right, judges, so you've got the difficult part of the job to do now, and we're going to start down on this end with Adrian and Simon's little creations. For me, I got to say, I'm loving the melted snowman. That's such a quirky, clever idea. That experience.
It's got a nice chewy center, like a snickerdoodle.
And also earlier I was asking for that little bit of a surprise. There's like actual chunks of the pecan white chocolate on the inside, so.
And it's got the lovely crunch on the outside.
Okay.
Very good.
But now we move on to our next duo, which is Bubbles and Nolly.
Not really sure I want to give my leftovers away.
Yeah.
Alas. It's just like taking our leftovers.
Can we have a little Tupperwares?
It's a very familiar flavor. This one.
Very gingerbread, but also a little bit more cakey than this cookie.
The two biscuits, so like it did go out of the way and above and beyond, but it's making it a little bit difficult to evaluate side by side.
It sounds weird, but it's not stark sweet. It's a very pleasurable sweet.
This just melted in my mouth.
They let the biscuit cool. Yes. So that's why the biscuit's so crunchy, and then you can put your icing on. So very good technique.
Our next duo, which is Rita and Taneshni.
I feel like the Grinch is in town.
Yeah,
there we go.
I love it.
I like the little glitter balls.
That was a crunch. That was a crunch down there. Hey?
There's an odd flavor that I can't really pick up.
It's the nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
It's very overwhelming for me.
The crunch is great.
Yeah.
Texture's great. I think presentation, especially for me on those little Christmas puddings, absolutely beautiful.
Too crunchy.
It's a little bit overbaked.
Too crunchy. It's a little bit overbaked.
And there's a difference between a biscuit and a cookie. The
Yes.
cookie's still got to have that little bit of
The soft, like the other one.
And with this one, yes, it's a bit harder, but it melts in your mouth.
Now we move on to our fourth duo here, Danielle and Jazan, our Joburg besties. Hey, and I had to find out about the stained glass effect there. That's sparkles. Can we have a buzz track just on the crackling, the crunching, please? I love it.
Without the cinnamon sugar, the biscuits don't taste of anything.
It's too blonde.
I compare it to Nolly's bake because they did the shortbread as well, and their shortbread is not as buttery. I'm not getting that buttery, that malty feel as well.
No,
Yeah.
one thing that saves it in this case is the sparkle in the middle.
It's all down to this final bake now from our brother and sister team, of course, Lebogang and Sean. And I have a feeling that there was a bit of drama playing out in their little station at one point. So I'm hoping that that isn't going to adversely affect them now.
I'm trying to see what crumb we have going here.
Yeah.
It's like a shortbread, but it's a thin version of a shortbread.
It's got the chewy center.
Okay.
But I just feel confused.
But no, there's something inside on the top. I can see it on some of the biscuits.
Let me
Tanda, I think
taste
you
it.
have it.
It's biscuit.
Like shortbread. Like.
It's very sweet.
The chocolate overpowers it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think let's bring them back in. Contestants, you guys can come back into the arena, make your way back to your workstations, please. Heartbreaking choices that our judges had to make, but they've done it. So let's start with our top performing team, who scored the most points for a total of 31. It was Bubbles and Nolly. Congratulations. Flavor ultimately is king, and they tasted delicious. So well done, you guys are through to the next round. Then second place, scoring a total of 30 points, is our duo from Joburg, Adrian and Simon. Well done. We had a tie for our third place. After a very difficult choice, they've now decided that the final and third team going through is Danielle and Jazan. Congratulations. Give yourselves a big round of applause. which means, of course, that Rita and Taneshni and Lebogang and Brother Sean, you guys are not going to be progressing to the next round. Your creations were beautiful, just not quite up to scratch to make it through. But we've got to bid you a fond farewell, guys. Thank you so much for taking part, for being brave enough to enter. And that means that you guys better be back tomorrow as our final 3 duos will go at it again to decide who's going to progress to the grand finale on Friday. And of course, up for grabs is that grand prize of 50,000 Rand. We wanted creativity, we wanted Christmas to be celebrated, and we have brought Christmas to July, and we have really done ourselves proud. So give yourselves a round of applause. Well done, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
The Christmas spirit is alive here in the studio. But a reminder, don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the semi-finals, where our 3 remaining duos go head-to-head in another festive challenge for their chance to win the Golden Cloud Christmas in July edition title and a grand prize worth 50,000 Rand. Yes.
Good luck. Boarding and baking.
Take lashes higher. New Revlon Eyes Wide Open Mascara. The curved brush volumizes and lifts lashes vertically for a wide-eyed lash look. Hemp seed oil conditions for healthy-looking lashes. Go higher. New Revlon Eyes Wide Open Mascara.
No.
Just a simple act of being grateful for waking up today signaled that there is some kind of purpose that I'm here for. I think one thing to realize about standing at the top of any peak, you look around and you only realize that there are other mountains out there to climb. So it's not the end of the journey. I certainly haven't reached a peak in any way, shape or form in my life. And I don't think I ever will. South Africa, it's a pleasure to reintroduce myself to you. And I can't wait to be back.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, live on S3, and we have a last performance for you from Vicky Samson. Now, if you want to see more, please go visit, all right, the Railway Sanctuary. There's a lovely birthday celebration that I've been told about. Get your tickets at Cricket, 8th of August, 7 p.m. it starts. But this is our culminating song that'll just bring about what Expresso and Vicky Samson is all about. A lot of love. So do enjoy. It's the song of love. Here's Vicky Samson.
Thank you, Carl, and thank you, Expresso, and thank you, Mzansi. Thank you to Ralph and Fiona for making my birthday show happen. I'll see you there at Cricket. Thank you, Nini Schlechter, for this amazing song. Thank you, Chantal, for my jackets. It's
It's the sign of the times. It's the break of a brand new dawn. But our cry is too loud, and it won't be ignored anymore. So you better run, my child, and set your spirit free. So you better run, my child, but you don't have to flee. It's all an illusion, not the solution for you and me. Hear my song of love. Hear my song of love. Sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah, 'cause love conquers all. Love conquers all. Sing hallelujah, 'cause love conquers all. Like a phoenix we'll rise from the ashes and demise, yes we'll soar. When we take to the skies and we silence the cries of every war. So you better run, my child, and set your spirit free. So you better run, my child, but you don't have to flee. It's all an illusion, not the solution for you and me. Yeah. Hear my song of love. Hear my song of love. Sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah, 'cause love conquers all. Sing hallelujah, 'cause love conquers all. Sing hallelujah, hallelujah, sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah, sing
Yes, Vicky!
Wow.
Oh, the power.
Wow, absolutely beautiful. What a way to round off what has been an inspirational show today. We had our four-legged friend.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Zena, superstar, real superhero dog. It's been an amazing morning. Thank you so much, and well done to all of our duos going through in the Golden Baker Search. Christmas in July edition. Of course, stay tuned for the rest of the week. We're going to crown our winning duo, and they're going to walk away with that prize valued at over 50,000
rand. Have a beautiful morning, and of course, one more power, Vicky. Mwah. Love you.
We love you too much. Too much. When something's on your mind, but words don't come so easy, think of all the other ways to say it. Made with love by